Here we are.
Hello, and welcome to the Mercenaries of Mischief. I, as always, am your benevolent Dungeon Master, Puck, and I am joined today by a group of miscreants who occasionally have assassination attempts leveled against them and travel around cities like drunkards and stay the night in temples. Joining me today is one Gilbetta fucking Knot, cleric of Selune. Also joining me, as always, Koshano the Quick, bard extraordinaire, or so you would have you believe. Also joining me, Redan, the half-giant barbarian, swinging maces and taking names. And once again, the lovely Lilith Singer joining us in all of her finery. When last we left our heroes, they had defended Lord Devonian Zelos and his beautiful exhibit, and found out that it was all a diversion. Somebody had snuck in and stolen something from Lord Devonian Zelos III, and he has contracted the party to go find it now. Everyone went their separate ways to enjoy the city for the night, while waiting for a packet of information from Owen Stone on just how to retrieve this item. Went to some shops, did some drinking, meditated, went to the temple. Zavel was drugged and disappeared. And we rejoin the party now, waking up in their guest house. Everyone except for Gilbetta, you stayed the night in the temple, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
That is correct.
Let's not forget that a viper assassin, a literal snake, was sent to kill Koshano.
I was getting there.
Gilbetta doesn't know that, though. Gilbetta has no idea.
Koshano had a rough night because a viper was snuck into his room, bit his leg, knocked him unconscious. He was rescued by Redan and Lilith and brought back to life, and then proceeded to scream out the window that he is immortal and cannot be touched.
Like the damsel that he is.
Wow. The salt this morning.
Shots fired.
Lots of salt over in that temple.
Look, there's a lot that happens for pick on Koshano time. But anyways, so you have your night at the guest house, and we'll start there. Redan, Lilith, and Koshano, you guys are awakened by the servants letting you know that breakfast is prepared for you. It is not the fun breakfast that you're used to from Cookie making you. They're rather simple, rather benign.
All right. Down.
Before we go down, can I grab Redan's hand and go straight to Koshano's room and like immediately close the door, like shut it, just like.
Okay.
Or is that too much?
No, that's fine. Go for it.
I mean, I'll follow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Redan, hither.
Come hither.
Koshano,
Family meeting.
sit.
Yes, by all means, come on in.
Clack.
All right.
Koshano, is there something I don't know about that you're not telling me?
That many people in this town want to kill us? That's not news. Us? Yes. This town is now run by the Black Network. Do you remember how we first came across the Black Network, Lilith? Do you remember quite how that happened? I believe it was stopping an assassination attempt on some bard up in Neverwinter. How could that have happened? Why could they now be after us as well? Huh?
Koshano, why didn't you tell me this before I end up going on a trip with you here?
Well, we didn't know they were in charge here, and we did tell you that the Black Hand was trying to kill us. And
you're very vague, saying like, possibly us, you're boy.
He told us.
Yeah. Not me. He was very vague that there could be a problem. Not a group, an organization coming out to assassinate. not a problem.
This is a situation you never dealt with before. Once again, we rescued you from an assassination when we first met by the people who now run this town. Why are you putting this on me?
The assassination hasn't even started until your group showed up to my place.
There's a knock on the door.
We're busy.
Mail
What
for
is
you.
it?
Mail for you, sirs, and a packet is slid under the door.
Thank you.
And walks away.
Let me go pick it up.
Okay.
What precisely is the point you're getting at? Would you like to leave?
Well, I mean, if they're targeting us now that I'm with your group, there doesn't need to be a safe place to go. And I would like to point out that this place doesn't seem to be safe either. Do you know any other residence that we could stay at that would be safe?
I know one place, but I don't think you're gonna like it.
I would like to live.
Living is good. I'm in favor of that.
Let's just say it's not up to your aesthetic standards.
Don't speak for me. Let me see it, and we'll move on from there. I need to pop some wine. Good day,
What?
gentlemen.
Let's hold on. Let's look at this packet first. Is this packet have writing on it?
Yes, it does. This
Okay.
says from the office of Owen Stone.
Oh, hey, Jabetta, come in.
Jabetta makes it back to the house.
I know that knock.
She left early in the morning.
Oh yeah. All right. So Jabetta knocks on the door and gets ready to come in.
What are we doing?
You
Lilith is
I'm
overreacting.
sorry. We were just about to read this package that was slipped under the door.
Who slipped it out the door?
By his servants.
Oh, all right. Lilith is doing what? She's overreacting about what? I mean, first of all, what's new? But what?
Well, she seems to think it's our fault that everyone's trying to kill us, even though I reminded her that the Black Network was originally trying to kill her when we met. So I don't see the logic.
Specifically you, Koshano. They were going after you. Is there a connection between you and the Black Network? I don't
No,
know.
that one crazy guy was going after me. That was the Rogue's Black Hand, and
And the snake.
they're not in power anymore.
What
That was the
snake?
Black Network.
You tell her, Koshano. What happened to you this morning?
I'm just saying you're drawing a lot of attention, and
What snake?
this, and he reaches under the bed and he pulls out the dead snake and he holds it up. Yeah, well, that's what I thought when I woke up to its fangs in my leg.
Yes, me drawing attention. This guy.
Does anybody else speak undercommon?
No.
No? Okay, nobody else can read the snake.
Right.
What is that thing? What did you do, Koshano?
I didn't do anything. You know very well there's tons of people here trying to kill us. I think they found the wrong room. You can read right clearly here. It says, "We're going to get that singer."
No, but this is Lilith. You can if it says that, you can't be saying it's our fault.
I need a drink, and I sit down slowly on the bed. I need a bottle, actually.
There's a bell.
No glass.
All right.
All right. What's in the packet?
The packet immediately first has a letter from Owen Stone, and it begins with, my apologies for the attack on the estate last night. The servants have informed me, and security has been tripled.
That's good. Shauna's reading it aloud.
Yeah.
Comforting.
The stolen object has been transported to an underground facility in the ship's district. Included is a rough map of that facility. which I am now putting up for you guys. This map gives us a rough layout of the facility, but doesn't give us any further details. The object you are looking for will likely be held in one of the vault rooms towards the back, labeled here and here.
We can't see the map on Roll20 just so you know.
Is it
I
not
can.
loaded up yet?
It's not loading for me either.
Oh, that's so weird.
Okay, well, I can see
All right,
it.
well, try to.
Um,
Well, refresh, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. Anyways, go on.
All right. Once you've entered the facility and made it to the vault areas, it's possible that you can use this room for an extraction.
That circle room.
Yes. Our intelligence indicates that there is likely some form of teleportation circle in this room as an emergency exit.
I don't suppose you have some way for us to use said portal.
The teleportation circle should be able to be accessed once you arrive. It should be left open at all times as an emergency exit. This isn't a voice, it's just everything that you read on there. There's not actually somebody talking to you.
It would be great if it was you opened it and it was just.
Yeah, it's just him speaking.
Yeah.
Just a sound.
No, it's not quite like that. So it details that what you will be looking for is a sealed box with iron bands and a big lock on it. Do not open the box. It also says there is a slight possibility that should the box not be in the vaults, it may have been transported to another room for study and an attempt to open it.
Great.
The facility itself, again, accessed from the shipping district, is in the back of a crate and barrel storage co.
Are you sure it's not a Bed Bath & Beyond?
No, I'm positive. This is a place that actually sells crates and barrels. But it was too much and I couldn't resist it.
Was it made at Pottery Barn?
Not exactly. So once retrieved, hit the teleportation circle and return to the museum exhibit and return the item, and you'll be given your reward.
So,
Okie dokie.
Koshano, does it say anything about what type of security this place is gonna
Nope.
Actually, yes, it does.
Oh.
For the section on security and layout, it says that it should have a light security detail if you go during the day.
If we go during the day. Oh, right. Okay. What have I walked back into? Goodness. Should have stayed at the temple.
I mean, you were there when they said they were going to be sending us this information.
I know, but
Don't act so surprised.
yeah, we got to teleportation circle and emergency exits and things. And,
Well, it's better than not having it.
well,
You could be going in blind.
it wouldn't be the first time we've done that.
Speaking of blinds,
Okay, not weird flex, but okay.
how do we want to do this? Lilith, you can become invisible, yes?
Yes. I can.
How many other people can you make invisible?
Let's find out.
That is a great question.
Let's read the spell.
Okay, invisibility. Where are you? Show me your spells. Thaumaturgy, disguise self, healing word, invisibility. There you are. Actually, so everyone can see. Click on it. Oh, that's not right. Crap. Well, so much for that. Okay.
Who all can be made invisible?
A creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends. Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it is on the target's person. The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts spells. At higher levels, when you cast the spell using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher. Oh, crap, it won't widen. Come on.
All right. So from
Higher,
the
you
sound,
can target one additional creature for each slot level above 2. So
Okay.
No.
So you don't have any.
Yeah.
you have any?
You have level 3 spells?
possibly
Not a level 4 now.
No, you shouldn't.
Not yet.
No.
Okay. then
Level
just-
5, you
I don't
get
think,
some.
yeah, we don't get those till 5.
All right. So she can make one person invisible.
One person.
And I can make another person disguised as a spell as
That's
well
a
as a
thing.
kit.
I think we're gonna have to try a different approach, guys.
If they sell crates, why don't we just go and look to buy crates and then just poke around the store?
That's what I'm thinking. Let's go case the joint first.
Very well.
Perhaps
Are you
I-
trying to be a gangster now? What do you case the joint?
it's just how you talk in the flim flam world. I don't have time to bring you up to speed on grifting. Just go with me here.
We should also discuss which items we will take from the Lord when we
We
complete.
should tell them 4. That way, everyone gets one. You'll get a gift and you'll get a magical item.
Well, we don't know for sure what's being offered. It just said you reward.
He said any magical item he had.
Well, but we don't know what all he has yet.
He
No,
has
we
a
saw
it
sword
out.
that drips blood.
Okay, well, I don't want that, so I'm not gonna fight you.
Probably shouldn't have that. It seems to inspire madness in its wielders. Just saying. I mean, I'm open to discussing it. I'm just wary.
We should at least discuss it before we return with the item.
Fair enough. Let's discuss it on the way over to the crate and barrel.
We've got to
All
get
right.
out of this alive first.
All right.
Just give me a second to the kitchen, please.
Very
And
well.
I'll be on my way with you.
Right.
Dan follows Lilith to make sure she is not taking alcohol.
We're done.
Yes.
Honey, I do need this.
You do not need this. We need you to be in your right mind.
If you don't want me to go into my hysterics, this will calm me down. It balances me out.
You are always hysterical.
That's not true.
That's ice cold.
For Dan the Brave.
Mhm.
Yeah, so he's following you around.
Oh God.
No alcohol.
Don't make me tempt myself with invisibility to escape you.
Sorry, friend.
Lose a spell for something so stupid.
Well, talk this out. Like, how do you guys come to a compromise on this? Role play it for me. Role
Puck
play.
wants to know. Puck needs to know.
Fiery minds must know.
It's like, okay, maybe I won't drink now, but may I save it for later?
Absolutely. Once we are done, yes.
Or captured and we have nothing else to do but drink till death.
I agree. If we are captured, you should drink.
Wonderful. I will swig a bottle and pocket it somewhere.
Excellent.
She's gonna drink that as soon as he's not looking at her.
Just like back his turn. Excellent. All right. So are you guys heading out?
Yeah, so let's head out. Head out to the.
How do you travel?
We travel on foot. We travel on foot through back alleys and shortcuts, utilizing city secrets.
Very well.
Traveling quickly, staying out of the main view.
All right. So that works out fairly well for you, and you arrive fairly quickly. And there's this large building called the Crate and Barrel, and there's a bunch of different sized crates and barrels outside.
All kinds of crates, barrels.
All kinds of crates and barrels.
Barrels and crates.
Barrels and crates, crates and barrels.
Yes.
Before we head out, due to the note you So to Lilith, she will cast a cantrip to try to look a little different, change hair color, anything.
She's all freaked out now that you've lied to her about your assassination snake.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, that's right. 'Cause he said that it was coming for the singer.
Yeah. That's not actually what the snake said, as we established last session, but fine.
We don't know that.
You know, no, that's character knowledge versus player knowledge. All right. So you arrive in the Crate and Barrel. There's a guy behind the counter, and there's various woodwork, and there's a couple signboards that say various pricing for sizes and custom work. And
Good afternoon. Good morning. What time is it? I don't even know.
It's still morning.
It's still morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir. I have a question. We're looking to have some very specific custom packaging made for very delicate items. I was wondering what kind of custom work you can do here.
All kinds of things. If you give me a list of the dimensions and any care that needs to be taken, I can give you some pricing on something that I can put together.
All right. I have to say we're coming on behalf of a very wealthy individual who prefers to remain anonymous, but they have several very delicate, old, ancient, arcane artifacts that need transport, and we need to be sure that the custom work will be of a certain quality to handle and contain these items. I was hoping that you could tell me a bit more about your construction process, perhaps even show me your workshop.
All right, I could tell you a couple things about it. I do all kinds of custom work. I built it to build most things to specification, unless it's a general bulk order for shipping. If you'd like to take a look around the workshop, I can bring you around back.
No, that would be great. Yes, I just want to make sure that we're holding quality standards here.
Oh, absolutely. And he leads you guys to the back, and there's a large work table and all kinds of bits of wood and jars of nails, and it looks like a fairly nice workspace.
Perception check, looking for some way to get down some stairs, maybe.
All right.
Freedan would get in on this too.
All right. Koshano, you notice that around the work table, in the kind of slatted wood flooring, there is a very large gap.
Okay.
And the bits of sawdust on the floor have fallen through it.
Are there any back entrances?
There doesn't appear to be a back entrance to this place.
All right. Is it just you that works here, or do you have some sort of crew or other employees? It seems like
I bring on day workers throughout, depending on the size of the job.
all right. So I mean, so we can expect a fairly quick turnaround time on these.
Oh yes, if you needed a certain amount of time, there's people I can press into work.
Okay, fantastic. Where I'm not trying to pry into your business too much, but as a very big security concerns with these particular items, and I think if we give you the dimensions, what they're going to be is pretty obvious. So where do you go to hire these people? Are you sure that everyone is trustworthy that you hire?
No, all fairly good. Nobody gets any details on the final job. I just need people to plane some wood and make some planks.
And where would you normally source such people from?
Oh, you can usually find day laborers down by the docks.
I'd feel more comfortable if you were going directly through the Carpenters Guild, but
Well, it's not necessarily fine carpentry, just for the rough work to plane the wood and get the planks ready.
I see. Fair enough. Yes, it seems ship workers could handle that, I suppose. What can you offer in the way of magical protections or some sort of prevention against scrying on the packages?
Well, it's not something I offer. Usually people get the crating from me and then go to a secondary enchanter for those kinds of things.
Can you recommend an enchanter for such a job nearby?
No, nobody off the top of my head. It's not really my world.
I see. All right then. You've been very helpful. I think we need to go speak with that person and line up those services before we put our order in. Did I forget to ask anything, guys?
I think you said plenty.
Okay. Then I guess we'll be away. Thank you very much for your time. We shall be returning once we are prepared to place our order.
All right, then. And he waves you off.
All right. Go off. We'll go around the corner.
Okay.
Once we get around the corner, Gilberta's like, what the fuck was that?
What that was called reconnaissance, Gilberta. We're going to have to work on your subterfuge a bit. So, did anyone else notice there seems to be a trapdoor under the work table?
Redan noticed.
I noticed.
I didn't notice, but
Well, see, that's what we were doing back there.
okay, but we didn't have to. You didn't have to ask all those fucking ridiculous questions. Now, when we don't have an order, he's gonna be fucking.
He's not going to remember.
Now
us.
we have to buy a crate.
Not at all. Actually, so I was going to propose that we return. We say we're buying a crate. That means I'll have to hire some laborers. So those of us who can be disguised go down to the docks, sign in as the laborers. We gain access to the workshop. Figure out how to get downstairs. The rest is a mad dash for the prize, that sort of thing. Grab the MacGuffin and get the fuck out.
I don't think I can be disguised.
Oh, you can be disguised.
Oh God.
In fact, from where I'm from, it's always the gentlemen that do these kind of labors.
All right, now hold on. That's a little presumptuous.
I mean, by all means, but if you want to get in there, go for it.
Just because you don't like to do your dirty work doesn't mean that some of us can't handle it, ma'am.
Go for it.
this party. Go infiltrate, get this stuff. Okay, well, we're gonna buy a crate, and we'll come up with like a 6-day plan, and we're gonna have an argument.
Honestly, I was waiting on Redan to just knock the guy out.
If someone's got a better idea, I'm all ears. But I would like to do this without being completely obvious.
I think we should walk in, tie him up, and go downstairs.
Well, you have to consider for a second that this is the hiding place of an organization capable of pulling off that whole heist that happened yesterday. So you have to assume that they've got some sort of monitoring over this location. I think if we tie someone up, that's going to ring some alarm bells pretty quick.
I don't have a better idea.
It's like, I have a better idea. We'll tie him up. I no longer have a better idea.
Redan's like, that's all I got. I don't know what you want from me. Like,
Well, you could just let him get in trouble himself if I put him to sleep.
And then
that's what
Now
I
we've
kind of
got
moved along the lines of what I was thinking.
All right.
Just
Let's hear it. Flesh out the plan.
All
I
right.
like this.
maybe
Go in.
Or maybe we get something, that we can slip into a drink and see if we can get Lilith to convince him to have a drink with her.
I do have a
Slip
sleep
it
potion
into
on
his
me.
drink.
that is a good idea.
Just
You can
saying.
we can use the potion rather than burning a spell slot.
It would also give Lilith a chance to have a drink.
That's what, it works for everyone.
Lilith just massages her temples.
This is kind of up to you.
This is the appropriate reaction.
She's having withdrawals.
Whatever is a good plan.
What?
Let's do it. Good, like Redan said, this will give me an opportunity to drink on the job.
All right.
All right. I'm going to hand over my sleeping potion.
So, So I just put it in his cup, or should I just go ahead and put it in the bottle and just give it to him as a gift? Oh dear. The process.
I think you need some sort of reason for going in there and trying to have a drink with them.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking. Was he cute?
It doesn't matter. You can pretend he is.
He was kind of rough around the edges. He's got a muscular build, like he's a woodworker. He clearly does hard labor his entire life, and he's not unattractive.
Was he a
fairly,
human?
Fairly average looking. He is a human.
Yes. So you simply had to come back and get to know him better because you were so taken by his rugged ingenuity.
Ingenuity.
Okay.
Rolling my eyes.
He did things. And
It's like, Lilith's like, what's my motivation? You're enticed by his ingenuity.
his ingenuity.
All right, I love it.
All right. Let's get the ball rolling.
I mean, I don't know. It just seems easier than trying to buy a crate and get disguised as well.
Yes, nobody's disagreeing with you. Why are you still trying to argue?
Racist. Because
We're all on the
you're
same
insane. You're an actual insane person.
All right, while you guys are having your argument, Lilith walks in.
Oh no. Okay.
I noticed that other plane potion, whatever it was that Redan wanted in my bag. Oh, I keep forgetting to give this to you. Here.
What is this?
This is that potion from the drug den that you wanted. That's something about sending people to another plane or going to another plane. I don't really remember, but you said you wanted it.
Oh, it's my drug potion.
That thing, yeah.
I am very happy.
Oh, okay.
All right. So Lilith, I assumed you were going in. Are you going in?
I guess I am.
All right. Hello, welcome back. What happened to your friends?
Saunters in.
All right.
Well, they went off to do other things, but I had to come back.
Oh, I see. Well, what can I help you with? And he's doing the, on the counter.
She'll saunter over to the counter and do the same thing, hands on the table, and leans a little forward to tip off the chest.
All right.
I never caught your name, good sir.
Oh, I'm Adolphus.
Adolphus. Wonderful. Do you work here all the time? Are you ever free?
Oh, yeah, I've been doing this kind of work here by trade for the longest time. I close up the shop late at night, head on home, and make myself a good meal.
Oh, wonderful. With those meals, do you normally have wine with that?
Well, I'm not much of a big drinker myself. I do occasionally enjoy a glass of wine every now and then.
She looks a little sad and disappointed, like, oh, shame. I just don't seem to find a very good drinking buddy around here. It makes me look bad. And you seem like a good drinker, and I bought this wonderful wine.
He goes, Madam, are you asking me to have a drink with you?
Yes.
I look over, it's just like the entire party is just losing their shit.
Yeah, Redan's in the window right now, actually, just watching this going, oh.
Okay. This is delightful.
The jealousy is hurting Redan.
Okay, so he's like, well, I mean, I can't just close the shop and go for a drink in midday. I would be happy to take you out once the shop is closed.
Oh, but I may not even be in town. Friends have to go places, do things, knickknacks. And it's just a waste not to be able to drink this with somebody before I just don't want to waste it. And she tries to give a little pouty face again. It's like, it'll just make me the happiest woman in the world if you did this for me today.
All right, throw a persuasion check on that.
That was not very good.
We're down. What's happening?
No, it's okay. This is great. I love every part of this.
All right, Lilith girl, don't disappoint me.
Show me that persuasion.
God, where there you are. Oh gosh, here we go. Click. What is it? I can't see.
That's it. That's about right.
It's not a great
Is it
number.
bad?
It's not a great number.
Redan
It's a
turns to
9.
Koshano and he's like, we might have to go in and tie him up.
Just
Professor says,
1 minute.
He just turns to Koshano and he's like holding rope and he's like,
Just give me 1 minute. Koshano goes in.
no.
Like,
Just hang on.
Just
Hang
for
on.
a moment.
We haven't got the results yet.
Oh, okay.
He's got to do his opposing roll. And he says, well, it's unusual for me to have a drink at work, but certainly if I was having a drink to celebrate something. And he kind of winks at you.
She smiles.
And he kind of
And
pulls out.
she will pop the wine and, whip it to him like, doesn't this smell fabulous?
Certainly, but what would we celebrate?
We can celebrate whatever you would like. I'm celebrating the fact that I get to have a person to drink with me. What would you like to celebrate?
I would love to celebrate being able to take a beautiful young woman who came into my shop to dinner.
Okay, that sounds wonderful.
And
What is it?
this is nothing. It's just Redan posting a thing. He's like, this guy has game.
Busting out all the moves I would.
All right, so he pulls out a cup from below the table and pours himself one, pours you one.
Oh, shit.
And he says, to what will hopefully be a lovely evening in the future. And,
To a wonderful evening. Cheers.
all right, he takes a drink. Do you take a drink?
She will pretend like she is.
Okay.
Like she's just sniffing it, doing that whole wine thing,
Okay.
But
He fails his Constitution save
Mm.
and collapses on the table.
Dan sees this and pulls everyone in. Like, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Lilith turns around and be like, I
And Jovena, like as she comes in, if there are there any like blinds or anything that can be closed?
There's like window shutters.
Yeah, she shuts the shit.
Okay, shut
But she
everything.
uses, but
Put
she
the
uses,
closed sign on.
no, but she uses thaumaturgy to do it. So
Okay.
she's just like
Yeah, Redan,
them
if
all.
there's a close sign goes out, and Redan pours the rest of that sleeping potion down his throat.
Okay.
What? Oh, down the guy's throat.
Nice.
Somebody had to enjoy the wine full of sleep potion in it, I guess it was.
I knew these
Poor-
potions would come in handy.
Excellent. So
Great.
the guy's passed out. He's fast asleep.
Great.
Should we
Great.
still tie him
I
up?
think we should. Can we? Well, let's at least give him a pillow or something. I don't know.
Do you do that? I'm gonna go back and investigate the floor around the workbench.
Okay.
Try to figure out how it works. See if that leads me to some sort of switch.
All right.
What, investigation for that?
Yep. Give me that investigation.
What, Lilith? Speak up.
Oh, well, I just don't wonder what I'm trying to avoid the whole talking over people thing.
Oh no, it's
No,
okay.
that's the
Lilith
fun
is
of it.
gonna do the. Lilith is gonna just kiss the palm of her hand and then slap whatever lipstick mark she can make and put it on his cheek so he.
Oh, nice. So just so he's got something nice when he wakes up, and he's just like, "Oh, love it."
Exactly. He won't.
Excellent. All right. So with 14 investigation check, you look around and you find that there is a vice attached to the workbench that when you turn, the vice doesn't move.
I tried turning it rapidly both ways.
You turn it rapidly both ways. One direction that you turn it, the table starts to slide to the side.
Aha! There we go.
And it
Okay.
opens up a staircase leading downward.
Do we need to prepare any? Okay, it's open. It's open. All right. Do we need to prepare anything before we go down there?
While you're looking away, looking at us, Lilith is still on the floor, messing with his hair, unbuttoning his clothes a little bit.
What are you doing?
The people who are watching it will assume he did something else.
Hold on.
Lurid.
And Jolita says, wait, and she's gonna, just in case, ritual cast detect magic.
Okay.
To see if there's any like magical traps or anything down this way.
No magical traps immediately downward.
As we're sitting around waiting for her to ritual cast that, Koshano's gonna ritual cast comprehend language.
Okay.
Yeah. Just in case we found some weird writing.
Because we don't know what's down here. We don't know if it's just like a storage or if it's
No clue in the slightest.
No clue in the slightest.
Be invisible for this.
I mean,
Just no. Somebody
What?
want to be like an invisible scout sort of situation for this?
don't you have
Oh.
something you can send? Don't you have your little buddy?
We could send an unseen servant, but I can't see through his eyes, right?
No, you can kind of sense. Sometimes you can. It depends on the spell. Like depends on.
Who's uber stealthy?
It's unseen servant. Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, our spy isn't here today.
Yeah, the one's he's drunk somewhere. Hopefully.
Well, no. Hopefully, he's gathering information.
Hopefully he's not dead, is what I'm saying.
Where's that spell? Where's that spell? Unseen servant.
All right.
What does that say there? Task.
Yeah, you
Command. They perform the task. Command the server to perform the task.
It does not look like you can see through his eyes.
No. Okay.
All right.
All right, I have a 5 in stealth. Is anyone more stealthy than that?
I've been known to be a bit stealthy. I don't know if I'm that stealthy though. Hold on. Yeah, I'm about that stealthy. I'd say I'm about as stealthy as you are.
Okay, Koshano, your idea. I already did my thing. Oh,
What?
get into roll. Koshano, I just cast invisibility on you without even asking.
Whoa.
Boop, you're invisible.
There
Now
we
go. Do your thing.
All right. This is fun.
All right.
I'm going
Jupiter
to.
says his presence his face is gone, but his annoying voice is still here.
Yes, yes. Haha, everybody's a comedian. Onwards, down the stairs.
Do you
With-
still have a seeing or a speaking stone?
I do.
All right.
Do you want me to stay behind in case anyone else enters the store and I
I mean, we
shoot
closed it.
away? Oh, okay.
All
So we
right.
all go. No problem.
I mean, yeah, it's up to you if you want to be left here alone when the disaster crew arrives.
Right.
Disaster.
All right.
She steps a little close to Radon and be like, no disaster.
Downstairs.
Right.
Radan will follow the 40 feet behind.
You guys go downstairs, and it enters into this kind of foyer room, and it leads into a long hallway.
Hmm.
Now, I'll be revealing this as you guys travel through,
Great.
so it goes directly to your line of sight. So the hallway goes, and then it ends in a right turn.
Mm.
Stay here around the corner so you're out of sight. If you hear anybody, if somebody's coming down the stairs, actually don't give me any heads up, because if I'm surrounded by people and you start talking through that thing, we're all fucked. So I will let you know if the room is clear.
All right. So the downstairs room is wide. It's perfectly clear. You get to the bottom of the stairs, and you're right in that room.
All right, I am going to go down the hallway, but I am going to do so investigating the floor as I go to be
Okay.
sure that there are no traps that are about to kill me.
Very well. Give me that investigation roll.
That is not so great.
All right.
I think we should have blessed him before he left.
Too late. Shit's happening.
Oh, Bardic Inspiration. I forgot that one. Whoops.
Next time, you get to the end of the hallway, and then these two guards move into place, and they're watching.
They're watching down the hallway.
They turn and kind of face you, but you're invisible. And they just kind of stand guard there. There's a doorway directly behind them, and then a doorway to your right, their left.
All right. I'm going to go all the way back, so I'm very close to them. I'm going to whisper, there are 2 guards down at the end. They seem to be making their way through this way. We need to either get past them or get rid of them quietly.
And as soon as he starts whispering, Giovanna goes like this.
Down there. Now, I have an idea. Somebody could disguise themselves as the guy who runs the shop.
Oh my god.
They'll expect to be seeing him. So he can command them to go check up and go outside or something. I don't know.
I think
maybe he's in charge, maybe he's not, but I'm sure he's allowed down here.
I think we should lure them around the corner and knock them out.
How do you suppose we do that?
Make a sound. They come around the corner. We hit them.
I can do that.
What if they alarm other people before we can knock them out?
That's a risk we have to take.
Is it?
That's a risk I'm willing to take with your lives.
All right. How about this?
Koshano,
I'll go
is this
stand in the
myself?
corner.
Huh?
Hold on. Gilberta wants to try something.
Okay.
So she's just gonna, from where she is, because it doesn't say that the range is 30 feet.
Okay.
How long is this hallway right here that I'm looking at?
This one is 1, 2. It's about 40 feet.
Okay, all right. Never mind.
Well, what was your plan?
Well, I was gonna see if the doors were unlocked, because I can cast thaumaturgy and open the door if it's unlocked, and just that would do.
My sleep spell range is 90 feet.
So you could peek around the corner and try to catch these guys with your sleep spell.
Good.
Who's in favor of knocking them out or making them sleep or disguise? We got too many options.
Making them sleep is ideal, if you ask me.
How many
They
people
have
can
keys
you,
on them.
How many can you hit with sleep?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I keep forgetting. Okay.
Sleep is an
this-
area. So it actually goes over the area. The way it works is that the lowest HP falls asleep first and then followed by the next lowest HP and so on and so forth. So with a high enough roll, you could put a ton of people to sleep.
Koshano, were they just standing there like?
Yes, I saw them. They were just standing there.
Do they look like big buffy people with like high constitution?
Yeah, they look like gods. I mean,
Do they look dumb?
what does a dumb person look like? You're very judgmental.
Do they look like you? I don't know.
Shit.
You
Okay.
can't see the look I'm giving you right now, but it would hurt you if you could.
Koshano, could you sneak behind them, try to open a door, and when they hear that sound and turn around, we all rush them?
Could, but if they're storing magical items down here, I think they're going to figure out what's going on pretty quickly. I could try.
Is there any way that you can try to sneak by them and see what's up that hallway?
I mean, I'll give it a try.
Wait, where are you?
He's in your general
I'm right
vicinity.
next to you. Right, we're
reach
right
out.
in the foyer still. We're on
So I reach out and try to put my hand on him.
Yep.
And then cast enhance ability.
Okay.
And give him Cat's Grace, so he has advantage on dexterity checks.
Good
Okay.
call.
Awesome.
All right.
It also grants 2d. Wait, no, just kidding. That's a different one.
All right.
Yeah, so I do Cat's Grace so that he has advantage on dexterity checks.
Very well.
All right. I'm going to sneak down the hallway.
Okay.
And then sneak down the other hallway.
When you round the corner, the guards aren't there anymore. You hear footsteps coming down the hallway on your left. Do you move all the way to the doors?
I'm going to basically I'm going to move past the hallway to like fall right by the door and then look down the open hallway before I open it.
Okay. You
Is there-
look down the hallway, and you can see that they are patrolling up and down this hallway, and it goes into another right-hand curve at the end of it. But they're moving slowly back and forth, and they're on their way back now.
Just on this hallway?
Yeah.
Okay.
Control this one.
I'm going to wait for them to do their rounds, come back and going down the other way.
Okay. They come down here, they stop for a moment, then they head back up the hallways.
Okay.
You being completely invisible, they do not see you.
I'm going to try to quietly open the door
And this
behind me
continues
here.
to work as long as Lilith concentrates.
I'm going to as soon as they get around the corner, I'm going to open the door. The one that's like opposite the hallway. The one to the right.
Okay. All right.
Or not to the right. To the if you were going straight down the hallway, the one you go straight into. I'm going to try to
Straight-
quietly open it.
Straight into. So you want to open up this door here.
Yes. I think that's what he said.
Yes, that one.
Okay. All right. So that door is unlocked.
Great.
You open it up, and there is
Oh
a
God.
giant room full of guards. There are mages and scouts
Oh my god.
and soldiers. And one of them says, "Who opened that door?"
I'm not doing anything. I'm standing perfectly.
He's just like,
If anything,
But invisible,
I'm not-
so
I'm
like
not-
you can't.
I'm not moving. I might glance behind me to make sure the other guys aren't about to walk into me or something. But other than that,
all
I'm
right. So this guy starts walking over. He appears to be an elf ranger.
going to flatten myself against the other door.
All right. Walks out, takes a look around. These guys come around the corner again. Hey, did you guys open this door? No, we just came back from the patrol. Oh. Well. All right. Are you sure it was latched? Was there a breeze or something? No, I don't know, man. Well, keep an eye out, all right? I'm going to go talk to the mages. Okay. Then he heads back in and he closes the door behind him.
Okay. Okay.
It's like Skyrim when they're like, must have been the
Okay.
wind.
Now, is that room big enough? Like, can sleep do all of that? Or is that too-
Not quite the whole room.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, not quite the whole room. It is a large area, but it's not quite the whole room. You could probably get like a cluster of these guys, but
Okay.
But
So as soon as they press up and go back, I'm going all the way back to the beginning.
all right,
Koshano,
get
what
back
did
to the beginning.
Report.
So the room directly down that I was telling you about, I opened it up. It is full of all kinds of fucking people.
What kind of food is it?
Gods and wizards and all that shit. So we gotta be super quiet, or we've got to go in the great spirit of the ancient warrior Leroy Jenkins. One of the two.
I have a.
Can we disguise ourselves as the gods?
We would have to get.
I've seen them, so I could, but I'm already invisible.
What
You
kind?
guys discard yourselves.
What kind of room was it?
Like a living quarters, like
Oh,
a
okay. So we
barrack.
just need to avoid that at all costs.
yeah, but bunch of wizards, so magical effects might be seen through. Just saying.
Right, but you're invisible. Can you go up and peek around that corner?
Yes, I can certainly. I'll give it a try. I'm not opening any more doors right now.
Okay, well, don't. I didn't say open the door.
I'm going to go up there and I'm going to stand there and I'm going to flatten myself around the corner. Oh, shit. It's going to be bad. And then as soon as they walk past into the little spot with the doors, I'm going to try to quickly and quietly slip down. the
Okay.
hallway in front of them.
Radon's
gonna-
getting bored.
All right. That's getting
Settle.
tired.
Oh boy.
Settle,
All right,
Radon.
so they get down here. Do you try to slip past them?
I try to slip past them.
Okay. There is a small flash of light, and your invisibility spell ends.
Oh, what?
Mayday! Mayday! Mayday!
Then charges around the corner.
Oh,
Full speed.
And these two guys turn around.
Oh no.
no. Gilberto tries to grab Radan because Koshano is Koshano and he can still save this. I have faith in him.
And they draw their long swords.
Oh, this.
Oh, hold on. This isn't where I parked my cart.
You're not supposed to be here. You need.
Where is here exactly? I was looking
And this guy makes a move for this door.
for the what?
For the door.
What?
The door on the right side with all the people in it.
Great.
I'm going to cast Crown of Madness on him.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're trying to hold Radon back, I need a opposing strength
He needs
check.
to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, that's going to be the thing. He gets I don't think he has any bonuses. Yeah, he doesn't have any bonuses. He gets a 10.
He does not succeed. He begins attacking the other guy as I run all the way back to the beginning, because now there's going to be some noise. I'm just running straight back to the beginning.
Okay, you're running
Telling
straight
everyone
back to the beginning. You're running back to everybody. All right, he starts attacking his friend, and they engage into a fight that you do not see the conclusion of, and you book it across the hallway down to them.
Yep.
Okay, so alarm bells rung. Those two are fighting up there. We can hold tight. I'm gonna try this though, and I'm going to. It's gotta work. It's gotta work this time. It's gotta work this time. I find something to stare at, and I say, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his face.
Okay.
And he turns into the shop owner.
Okay.
And then, because I got disguise self now.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It worked. It worked. Oh, he's gonna run down there. Hey, what's going on over here?
The other guy's been subdued, and since you cast another spell, your crown of madness has ended.
Yeah.
So he says, "I was under a spell. Some guy was in here, and he cast a spell on me."
What guy?
You all right?
No, I'm not. All right. People are in here. This is supposed to be secure.
Your job is to run the shop. You forget yourself, sir.
Well, I don't want people coming back up from underneath into the shop. I don't.
We
think
have paid you handsomely. Return to your shop. If you see an individual, notify us.
What did he look like?
Kind of a spindly guy. He had a hat. He looked like he was sneaking. He was using some kind of invisibility spell. But we had a mage put a detection rune down and we caught him.
All right. I didn't see him coming in. You might want to see if there's another
You
entrance.
should see him coming in. We're paying you for the top level security. If somebody got past you,
Well, maybe you should put some protection spells up there.
that's what you're there for.
I don't know how to do spells. I just make barrels and crates. Crates and barrels. That's the name of the store.
If you wish to continue our arrangement, keep a closer eye out. We're going to do a sweep of the facility.
Sorry, I'm on edge. I'm sorry. I'll try.
Are we
Keep an
done
eye
here?
out.
Are we done here?
Yes. Sorry.
All right. They start to follow you out.
No.
It's gonna get about halfway down. Wait a second. How many
Yeah.
entrances are there to this place down here?
Just the one. that you need to know about.
And he's like talking into this sending stone so that everybody else can hear this as this
Okay.
goes. Kinda like,
Gilberto backs up the stairs. Gilberto
yeah.
fucking off.
Going up the stairs, just pushing everybody back.
I just want to be sure nobody's going to be coming up those stairs. I feel really exposed by this whole situation now.
And you are rewarded handsomely for it. So everybody retreats up the stairs.
I mean,
Yes.
Gilberto did.
All right.
Okay.
Top of the stairs, but ready with my mace.
You're just like, I want to fight so hard.
Koshano continues down the hallway and he's like,
All right. So they take you to the stairs and they say, I trust there won't be any more diversions. Keep it sealed and lock it.
yes, you got it. You got it.
All right. We're going to do our sweep. We shouldn't be much longer here. We're taking care of the last of our business shortly.
All right. Good work. He's gonna go back up the stairs.
Okay.
And just
You're gonna get this guy fired.
everyone on everything he's doing.
Yeah, fired.
Killed.
As in ignited and
Death by fire.
Fired.
Yeah.
Out of a cannon into
Yeah.
the ocean.
yeah.
Lilith folds her arms, looking at Koshano. It's like, has anyone ever told you to talk a little too much?
Yeah, people say that all the time. I don't know why you're sending me on this sort of thing.
I think
All
we
right,
should
all right.
kill them all.
Do you think
How
We cannot.
many exactly were there?
a bunch?
Give me a perception check on exactly how many you counted.
All right. Alrighty.
Wow.
Yeah, you counted exactly 1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
You counted exactly 9 plus the 2 guards that you saw on patrol.
Can't
That's
pretend.
a lot.
Can't. I
That
don't care
was-
how big and bad you are.
So
There were 2 spellcasters, 2 rangers, and the rest were soldiers.
Shit.
We have the advantage of surprise. It's
Not
us.
any. No, we don't.
There are no hallways. We can trap this place.
Lilith wants to go to Radan, tap him on the shoulder, like, Radan, do you like games?
Do you
No.
wanna play a game?
Yes, I think there's a wonderful game we can play where these guys can come to us one by one through the tunnel, and Radan can just, bump them on the head each time they come up, like the little game in the arcade that we used to play as kids.
That is exactly what I think. You can easily lure the 2 guards out, and then we have the advantage of the hallways.
I can cast a certain spell, so this place can smell like it's on fire, so they can come out and investigate what the heck's going on in here. too.
Gilberto, do you remember that thing you did in that house where that hag was trying to get in my pants?
Yes, the silence.
Can you still do
Yes.
that?
Yes, I can still do that.
So I'll get them up the stairs. If it's a silent area, you can kill them all you want.
I don't want to kill them, but I think we have to.
We could just incapacitate them and tie them up too. It's an option.
I still think we should let them come up through the hole and just bonk them on the head.
Or actually, no. Why don't you just cast sleep on them?
He said something. Hold on. I heard through the stone. He said something when you asked about the entrances. He said there's only one that you need to know about.
Yeah.
I'm just, that to me implies, there's another entrance.
Well, right now, I can easily get rid of these 2 guards. We can get them up. Silence, sleep, move along.
Puck. I saw that puck.
If there's
Don't
gonna be
mind
that many, I would use my spell sleep if they're all in one room. But if we can minimize the numbers, that would be good.
Well, most of the ones in the room seem to be staying there unless they have some reason to do otherwise. There's
Right.
2 on guard, and then whatever's in the
Which I agree with you. When they hear fighting, that's going to be a reason for them to fucking leave the room.
yeah. If we can avoid that.
Well, silence would do it. I mean, it creates a zone of silence.
It's also a woodwork shop, so if they hear slamming, it's fine.
Yeah, as long as it's, sounds like woodwork. Good work.
Right, but if you don't take them out with the first blow or the first first thing doesn't work,
Mhm.
we're going to have a problem. So if we're not going to silence the area, we're going to at least need to use sleep. If you think you can knock them out, then we can try silence. But if one of them shouts, you know.
Well, if you sleep after you hit them, they'll have less HP. Be easier sleep targets.
So yes, you want me to get them up here? Are we ready?
I think so.
Oh, wait.
Let's do it.
Are we doing silence and sleep?
Are we doing silence and sleep?
I think you should just do silence, and we take them out.
I'll thaumaturgy the guy's voice and yell out, fire, fire.
Okay, wait a minute. Because I want to.
That's going to draw a lot more people than just the guards.
Just want the two. We just
Something
want the two.
a bit more subtle.
I think Koshano, disguised as the woodshop owner, can easily lure these two up.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. So I'm going to go back down there.
And I'm going to say wait, because I'm going to take the time to ritual cast silence. So.
All right.
Okay.
How
Radan
big
spends
is
the
the
next
silence?
10 minutes with his mace just ready, just like warming up.
How big is the zone of silence? How far down do I have to go
Stretching.
to get outside of it to yell at them?
10 minutes.
No, how big?
How big is the zone?
Oh, it's a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point that you choose within range.
Okay, so that pretty much covers like
Okay.
this room and the
Yeah.
area above it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Before that, you wanted me to use sleep on the two guards that come up?
Yeah, I'm going to get them to come up. I'm going to have them come up the stairs.
Well, that's a waste of a level 2 spell, because
Well, then don't. I
it'd be
mean,
more efficient if it was like more numbers,
Well,
right? Because there's a lot more people down there.
Don't burn the spell.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry.
Don't burn it. It's only 2.
Okay.
grab them, tie them up, knock them out, whatever you got to do.
Yep.
All right.
Ready? Koshano's going to go down the stairs, and he's going to yell, I something's wrong with the latch on the entrance up here.
God damn it.
I don't know. You guys installed it. I don't know how to fix this thing.
They shout over and they start coming up. Hang on, we're coming up.
Lilith is going to find some kind of...
I'm going to leave him
Hammer,
and walk all the way
whatever.
upstairs and stand
Just,
like
just something to bop them with.
outside.
Yeah.
All right, so the
Back of
guys
the
come up.
head.
They're coming up the stairs.
Let's position ourselves where they'll come up, facing the
Joanna
ladder
hides.
right behind them.
Joanna hides out of the way, like just where they can't see her until they get into the zone of silence.
All right, so they come up into the room and they try to say something and they notice that they can't say anything and then they start looking at each other and then looking at you guys and then they draw their swords and
Pop.
Oh,
Dan would have been right behind that. Second you saw them come upstairs, just hammer down.
hammer down.
Right
All
on
right.
Yep.
Give me that attack roll with advantage on your unaware targets.
Oh, yeah.
Surprise attack, bitches.
damn. Redundant.
Ooh.
With advantage.
Wah, wah.
No, that's not quite enough.
Jesus.
Can
Can Lilith try it with her little hammer?
Certainly can. Give me that improvised weapon attack roll. Just roll with advantage, and I'll let you know what you get.
Awesome. I joke. Can I just click on the short bow and work with that?
Yeah, sure. I'll just go off your
Or-
roll from the short bow, and then we'll.
Okay. Wait.
All right. So, all right, you rolled a 19. So yeah, that's enough. So you bop the first one.
There we go. Okay, yeah. First one's definitely better. All right, cool.
Yeah, So you bop them with that, and geez, that's, how much health does this guy have? Roll a d6 for me.
Me?
Yep, just should be on the side panel there. It should be just like a d6. Here, I'll just roll it for you.
It's tradition now. I
Okay.
really need to get this thing out
Yeah,
later.
this is back to the gate. All right, you knock him out.
Yay!
Dang.
And that, Radan, is how you knock out.
However, there's
People.
still the second guy, but he can't hear you say that because you're in a zone of silence. So you do
Oh,
the
mouthing.
motions and you mouth it out to him, but he can't hear a thing. So that guy's knocked out, and the other dude's drawn his sword, and now we're in initiative.
Okay, great.
Let's see those initiative rolls.
Okay.
All right.
Kosh.
Dang. Koshano. 0.01 away from my roll.
All right.
All my spells are verbal.
Yeah.
It's okay. Mine aren't.
Good. I mean, except for the F word, but it's
All
not
right.
really gonna help here.
So at the top of the round goes Koshano.
All right, Koshano, for a second, almost goes to like try to cast a spell.
Jobetta motions like dagger. Like
Pulls it out. One of them old rusty ones. That he's already used because he's still trying to figure out if this poison is multiple use on this shit.
Yeah.
Tetanus.
Gut thrust.
Gut thrust with the dagger. All right, give me that attack roll.
Give me that rusty dagger.
Give me that rusty dagger attack roll. Oh, that's enough. So he takes the hit, takes 11 damage, or sorry, takes 6 damage, but there's no more poison left on these. You've poisoned them out.
There was the one that was unused. Is
Okay.
that still in the quiver, or is that one just for future reference? Or is it?
I imagine that's still in your pack if you haven't been using it. You've been using one then.
I still got rusty daggers, and I just stuck one in his gut. So tetanus, one way or another, he's gonna die slow.
One way or another. All right, so he is hurt and he's bleeding heavily. Jobetta, you're up.
He's gonna get a good old moonstone hammer to the head.
Okay. Good old moonstone hammer. To the head.
Oh, Punisher.
All right, that is not enough, and he kind of
Just-
deflects the blow with his sword.
Just kidding.
It must be a sturdy ass sword.
And as
Parries that shit.
This guy's baller.
Yeah. Great. Okay.
All right, next up is, ooh, geez, Lilith, what is your modifier?
3.17.
Okay, so it's Lilith is up.
Me. Okay. Bop this other guy.
All right, give him another bop.
Nope.
Not so much.
Dang.
Pop with the short bow.
Less bopping occurs with this dude. All right, now it's his
Lilith
turn.
pulls the hammer out of her leg.
Yeah. She's like, I like this mallet. I'm gonna keep it. Lilith's mallet
Perfect
of
weapon
bopping.
for her, honestly. Like,
Yeah, no, it's absolutely. All right, so he throws a giant 12 against your AC, Koshano, to try and swing at you with his short sword, with his long sword.
Ha! I
Not so much.
deftly dodge out of the way.
All right, so you definitely dodge out of that one.
And I give him a look like, even though I just stabbed him.
Yeah, even though you just stabbed him, he's like,
wait, are you still the shop owner?
Yeah.
yeah, he's
Oh,
still,
so he thinks that. Oh, okay. Oh God, I didn't even think about that.
the shop owner's dead.
This guy's fucked.
Oh, Shopper's just passed out.
You know the other people in this room.
No, but he's
After
gonna be
his-
dead. That's
Yeah, no, Koshano, you're up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll think I'm just conspiring with them. What they don't know about Koshano, he's in the clear. All you motherfuckers are about to get hunted, but
Okay.
good.
All right. My go.
Yes, go get him.
I'm gonna aim for a leg.
Okay,
Nice.
Damn.
Nice.
that's a good hit.
He
And
no
that
longer
dude-
has a knee.
You sweep his leg, and there's a shattering sound, and he crumples to the ground and passes out. He's dead.
There's no shit.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, there's no sound at all. It's just like
Oh yeah, that's
you likely would have heard screaming, but he's dead.
What kind of armor are they wearing? Is like anything like a helmet to cover the face and stuff?
They are wearing chain shirts, and they have hoods and cloaks.
okay.
Not
Jobetta,
even a cloak.
now that they're both down, Jobetta dismisses silence.
Okay.
Oh. All right.
I think we should tie them up.
Second.
They're dead, Redan.
They're dead.
Sorry, one is unconscious and the other one's dead.
Okay,
I-
Redan goes over to the one that's just unconscious
Yeah.
and coup de grace.
Sure, fine. So can any of us wear this armor?
I'm going to put the bloody rusty dagger
hood.
in the shopkeeper's hand.
In the actual shopkeeper's
The
hand?
actual shopkeeper's hand. Right?
Beautiful.
Just tie the loose ends together.
What did this guy ever do to you?
Oh god.
He's a hey man. This is Patsy's.
He just runs the fucking
Fucking
crazy.
burn
Like,
down
yeah,
and stop
Patsy's
before you
got
leave
plans,
too.
all right?
As Koshano's doing this, Radan checks the bodies of these two guys for any loose coin.
Okay, they don't have any loose coin on them. However, they do have an identifying marker on them.
Ooh.
They are both wearing a emblem of basically two hands grabbing at the wrist.
Does anyone recognize that?
Do I recognize that? Would that be
I
history?
don't know. Do you throw a history check?
All world history.
8. I don't know shit.
Whatever these are,
Kind of my wheelhouse. I kind of know
Radan,
about things.
Radan grabs one, pockets
Okay.
it.
All right. You.
Lilith's gonna put on a hood that they wore.
All right.
Is this their
Make it-
carrying a marker, or is this like a tattoo?
This is like a marker. It's like a little medallion.
Okay,
They.
snatch that up.
You don't know what it's from. You're thinking this might be new. This is some kind of symbol for their organization.
Yeah, I don't know. This
You
is not
feel
the
like
Black
you should.
Network.
Gilberta,
Network, and this is not the Rogue's Black Hand. This is a third player.
Should we take this to the Lord of the Manor and show this to him? See
yeah,
what the
just
heck's
keep
going
one,
on?
pocket
Let's
one.
worry about that later.
Yeah,
It is
Gilberta's going to, because I assume where Koshano stabbed him in the gut, the armor's torn. So she's going to go about mending all the armor
Okay.
so that if we wear it, it looks as it did prior to us attacking them.
Very well.
How big are these guys? How big is this armor?
They're about average sized guys. They're about 5'5".
Oh, Lilith is kind of tall for that.
Yeah, it's looking like a
And then
Koshano armor.
Radan.
Well, I fuck you. I'm 5'3".
Short for an elf.
Yeah, well, it's a CL thing.
Petite.
Petite for an elf.
Dan, why don't you hang back around the corners? The three of us can advance through the facility, and then you can rush into battle if shit goes sideways.
We could do that, or we could also. You still look like the shopkeeper, hey?
I look like the guy, yes.
The spell lasts for about an hour, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could lure the two mages out in the same way, and we could take care of them as well. Say that you need to have them cast a detection spell upstairs, looking for the invisible person.
I'm concerned that mages may see through the disguise.
Maybe I could persuade them in my disguised armor and tell the same thing.
Well, but wait.
I really don't
Here's
think
the
that
thing.
our record with magic
Can we
warrants
talk
going.
about something for a second?
Please.
The two that were patrolling the hallway are up here, so you can.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. The two that patrol, we have at least that hallway clear. We don't know
Yeah.
what patrols are around the corner. Let's go check it out.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Everybody quiet though.
But like one part, like I mean, we don't. Everybody.
So,
Oh,
basically look
wait,
around the
hold
room.
on. When I started walking down that hallway, that's when the invisibility disappeared. That might also affect the disguise spell.
So maybe
The hall-
you.
Maybe
Did
what?
it not go off when you entered that big square area?
I didn't actually enter that area. No, it was when I started walking down the hallway to the left.
Oh dear. Okay.
So which way will we go? To the left or through
Is that?
the doors
Do
to
we
the
know
right?
if that was a one-use spell? Was that?
Well, according to
An
this map
Arcana check.
that Mr. Stone gave us, I think we need to go to the left.
14.
You feel like from the description of the spell, this was like a spell trap that was laid for somebody to dispel something. You're not. You're pretty sure it would have to be recast.
Although,
Yeah.
wait, hold on. We may need to go to the right because the gentleman said that they were almost done with their work here. I think that means that, as Owen warned, it might not be in the vault. It might be in that room to the right.
Should Gibilta and I go check it out since we're the ones dressed up as guards?
Gilberto wants to say, I think that spell that undid your invisibility was like a one shot. I think it would have to be recast.
All right.
Used. So I mean, I don't. That's not to say that they haven't already had one of them recast it, but
Well, if they've had someone recast it, they probably noticed the gods were gone, so we're way fucked. Let's hope that didn't happen.
I think we should go now.
Well,
Let's go and let's
Lilith
check out.
had suggested that perhaps because Gilbetta and her can disguise themselves as guards, they could go back and take up the guards of patrol.
I mean, I have proficiency with all light with heavy armor as well, so like it really won't affect me at all.
Awesome. Let's get down. But I think we need to check out that other room. I think it's the workshop. That's where this is happening. So you may have to go in there and do some persuasion to stop whoever's working on it from continuing what they're doing.
With my spell, am I able to change my voice?
Um,
That cantrip?
if you give me a performance check, you can disguise your voice.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Yeah, let's figure this out before I actually start talking to people.
Because you are a bard and you are a singer, so having a variety of vocal tones is a talent that
You heard him through the stone, so you know what he sounds like. Let's hear it.
Heard him the guards? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard them talking when I was with them earlier.
Yeah. All right.
Where's the invisibility guy?
That's pretty good.
All right. That's a solid performance check. You feel like you could probably fool them. All right.
Awesome.
So you guys going down?
Lead the way.
We're gonna don the armor.
Okay.
Let's see.
More sneaky music.
I love that. It's like I feel like I'm in the Pink Panthers.
Excellent.
Before we go, I'm gonna just
The
poke
clock is
Lilith.
ticking here.
I'm gonna poke Lilith and give her do enhance ability again on her, but instead I'm gonna give her Eagle Splendor, so she has advantage on all charisma checks.
Okay.
Sorry.
Love it.
Thank you, Gilberta.
Yes.
Gilberta. Sorry.
Gilberto.
All right. Go.
All right.
Okay. So
All right. So I think we should go down and like poke our heads around the corner and see first if anybody's. What? Oh, good God. Okay, nope. And Gilberta like peeks around the corner and sees that, and she's like,
You peek around the corner, you see three berobed men carrying some materials, and they're walking down this way.
Gilberta like backs up around the corner, and she's like,
Call them over, or we have to go now.
Oh, are we not going down the
No, forget the door. Go after them. This sounds like they've got it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. We're just gonna act like we're on patrol.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys walking down after these guys?
Yep. But we're gonna stop and do the thing in the door with it that they do, and like we're on
All right.
patrol, right?
This guy turns around. Was everything okay?
Everything fine here.
Stupid guy.
All right. Make sure nothing happens again. We're just grabbing the components, then we're going to get the device. We should complete the ritual within the next few hours.
All right, we're gonna expand our patrols a little.
Whatever. Just leave.
Okay. Joanna looks at Lilith and she's like,
That was good. That was good.
all right,
Okay.
let's go down this fucking hallway.
All right. You're going down the one with the doors or the one where they went?
The one where they went.
Okay.
I
You guys,
want to see around this elusive fucking corner.
you guys round the corner just in time to see them go through a door. And then the door closes behind them.
Is there any way to lock and or barricade the door to the barracks?
I'm sure there's all kinds of ways you guys could do that
The crates from upstairs.
if you got creative about it.
Great to be loud.
Crates and barrels.
All right. So let's go. We're gonna go back around, down, and kind of come around the corner and meet back up with Koshano and Radon.
Okay.
Did that door open in or out?
That opened in.
Should we go ahead and check with the door that's down in the south
And
of the map?
I can't hear this. I'm not with you guys. Hold on.
Well, they went back to see you.
Yeah, we came back around the
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Did it seem like they had whatever the chest or whatever was in the chest? Did you get any information?
They had some stuff, but it didn't look like the chest itself. They said they were gathering the components and that the ritual should be done in a couple of hours.
Since Lilith saw that chest before, will she know if that was the exact one?
No, you haven't seen this chest specifically. You just have a description of it from the letter.
They weren't carrying. I didn't think they were. Were they carrying a chest?
No, you would have noticed from the description. It's quite large.
Oh, okay. So
Do
it
you
would
think it's still in the room?
be encumbering to like.
Do you think it's in that room or do you think it's down in the vault?
I mean, I don't know. They were carrying things to the other room up around the corner, but they said they were gathering components. I don't know which one.
So it could be a collection of things.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to make a guess here on where the item in the chest or the chest itself is. Is it? Do you think it's down in the vault where we saw on the map near the exiting circle, or do you think it's in this other room?
I don't know. I mean, one thing that we do know is that the teleportation emergency exit is near the vault.
Right. Do we want to check out this room?
If they said
These guys.
if they said they are gathering components, I think they will be coming back this way to go through the doors on our right.
Probably.
Lilith,
Can we capture one of these guys and have Renan interrogate them?
I don't know if we have the time or place for that sort of thing.
I mean, if they yell, we're fucked. It's done. And if one of them goes missing, the other ones are going to notice because they're working together at this moment.
I say you just go check out the room.
Yeah,
I
Okay.
agree.
that's what we have to do. All
Check
right,
out
so
the door.
Let's go then.
south first.
Yes.
All right.
And I say you will have an entire break to think about it.
Oh,
Because we're
shit.
going to take a small break here. And when we come back, we will finish this heist job at the facility.
I'm trying so hard to be snicker.
This is going very slowly, very slowly.
We're being super cautious.
You guys have been so close to getting busted. I gotta say, this whole revealing stuff is a lot of fun. I'm like moving guys behind the scenes. And
Yeah, I know.
Inches.
That's why I said I saw that, because I saw that one little green guy go down. So I was like, I see you, Sean. I see you over there moving. And he's a wolf.
All right, viewers, stay with us for the break. We've got a couple of new messages. One from one of our warlocks, and a new Koshano's got a few.
We got all kinds of things. Watch them. Watch them on the break.
Academy.
All right.
We'll be back.
See ya.
And we're back.
Oh, now we're back.
Now we're back.
Hello. Welcome back to Mercenaries of Mischief. When last we left our heroes, they were journeying through this mysterious facility in Waterdeep, trying to retrieve a item in a case for one Devonian Zelos III, and had miraculously not tripped all the alarms and gotten all the people to come after them, despite a couple missteps
Miraculous my ass skill.
that were hilarious and I'm sure will be put into a clip show later. Anyways, now then, we return to our infiltration already in progress. Now, you guys were in disguises. You're moving up to this door
Yes.
and
Yes.
walking back and forth. What are you settling on to do?
We're gonna check the southern door.
You're gonna check
Well,
the southern door.
You're not.
No, you are.
We are.
The disguised ladies
Yeah.
as guards. All right.
Yeah.
So, as you go
Makes
through this
the
door,
most sense in the world, Lily.
Pardon?
as
I'm
you go
opening
through
the
this
door.
okay, leads into a curved hallway,
Oh God.
and at the end of the curved hallway, there are two more guards, a man and a woman,
Did you really hear that?
Mm.
God, I am loud.
All right, it's okay.
All right,
Dan, would you say we're staying back by that door or around the previous corner?
I'd say we were just right where we would first have come down into this area.
Yeah.
All the way in like the foyer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck it. Giovanna's gonna say, "You guys seen anything weird down here?"
Nothing weird yet. You guys should be up in your patrol zone. What are you
All
doing down here?
There was some guy in here murking around, just making sure you guys hadn't seen anything.
Yeah, we did the sweep already.
All right. I'm gonna fucking leave.
Oh, wait.
All right, you guys leave.
Well, shit. Now what do we do? All right, let's go up the other way, I guess.
The other door.
We're gonna keep going opposite directions as far as we can until we fucking can't anymore.
All right,
Mhm.
you go through the other door on the other side, and there is another door.
Fucking hallways.
That's suspicious.
A lot of doors.
A door and a door and a hallway. Can you do an Arcana check on this hallway?
On the
And
hallway.
yeah, you can check for see if there's any Arcana around.
It's always suspicious.
I will.
Detect magic.
Yeah, I'll ritual cast detect magic.
You're gonna stand in there for 10 minutes? In a
Well,
hallway you're
I
not supposed to be
understand
in?
there and give ritual cast and detect magic.
That's not your patrol hallway.
You ain't there, Koshano.
That's why I'm not doing character voice.
All right, with that Arcana check, you're not able to discern if there's anything magical going on.
Hold on.
Not my thing.
All right.
But it's like, I got it. It's fine.
Oh!
There is nothing magical going on in this hallway.
Well, that was a waste.
There are no kind of enchantments or anything.
Investigation?
Investigation, certainly.
Still not my thing.
Good lord.
It's like I just imagine Lilith will get an idea and then she'd be like, Javetta, check for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
There are mechanisms connected to the doors. but
Both of them?
Yeah.
Does anyone have thieves tool to or
The
I'll
whatever?
point that out.
The far door opens and the three wizards walk through carrying a case.
Is it the case?
It's the case
Ah!
from the description.
God, it's timeless.
I say,
No.
I've got all the components.
Yes,
I'm
everything is
casting
ready.
sleep.
What?
I'm casting sleep.
Now?
Okay.
Let's grab the thing and go. Isn't
All
that
right.
what we need? Or no?
Here's what you need. You cast sleep.
On the wizards? You're going to cast sleep on the...
Koshano turns to Radan, like, I hope everything's going.
Oh, really? What, that's a bad idea? Okay. Well,
It's
we
based-
don't have to
it's-
do that.
Too late, you did it.
Based
No,
on
it's too late.
You
Oh.
said it. Cast the spell.
You did it.
Oh,
You did it. Do it. Do
Yeah.
it.
no! I did
Around
it!
this, around this time, Radan's like, we need to kill them all.
I'm so sorry!
Cast the spell. Give me that sleep roll.
Maybe
Give me
that's
that sleep roll.
I haven't heard anything.
Oh,
yet.
no!
It's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
I assume
I'm
everything
actually
is fine.
panicking. I need to get a drink.
You gotta commit.
All right. Oh, dear. Okay.
Oh my God, Sarah knows she's gonna die.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
5d8.
So much money on blue makeup, guys.
We just run. I mean, the other hallway's pretty clear.
Okay. You should be able to just hit sleep in your first page and it should roll it for you.
Oh, my first. Oh, yay! Thank you.
Oh my
I
God,
didn't-
my stomach is just turning right now.
Oh, holy shit.
So the mages come through carrying the case, and Lilith casts sleep. Two of them fall down asleep.
Fuck. You better cast silence. She's like, "You fucking idiot!" and she casts silence.
I hope you know that by you casting silence, there's no way for us to know.
Yeah, that's the
But,
line.
okay, but-
The sending stone goes dead.
But
Oh,
you,
did they have one?
I don't know. Did you
I think
guys
we
send
still
them
had
with
both
one?
of them down here.
Okay, well then they don't have one.
no, we don't have one.
All right,
Let's
goes
just start
silent.
with
We
casing
can't hear
go.
you. You're muted.
There's still one awake.
Lilith had
Oh,
a
is there?
sending
Yeah.
stone.
There's
Okay.
two fell down and one is still awake. Let's see if he can cast any of his spells.
And he's casting a cone, and I center the cone around him, like
Wait,
around
so-
him.
If Lilith had a sending spell, we heard everything up to this point.
Yeah.
Yay!
All right. Well, he doesn't need anything. He doesn't need to say anything for this one.
Well, if she had one, then you
Just got
heard me
real
say
quiet. Should we go
fucking
check this?
idiot before I cast.
All right. Well,
um,
Go.
he instantiates a firebolt.
All right, stay behind me.
And
I'm gonna
whips it
walk
at
up,
Lilith.
still looking like me, and I'm gonna
Yay.
start. I'm gonna go around the corner. Don't see anybody
All
there.
right.
You down the next corner?
But in order for you to do that, I'm going to need you to roll another initiative for me. All right, Lilith, does 16 break your AC?
What now?
Does 16 break your AC?
Oh, you know what? We get a new feat because we leveled up, right?
Yes, you did.
Lucky, or is that not counted in this game?
You get a
Should've
feat
caught
or an
that.
ability. Did you take an ability increase?
If I do ability increase, it'll be definitely on dexterity, which would raise it up to a 17. If lucky's not a thing.
Well, I mean, if ties go to defender, so it's 16, so you would not be hit.
Oh.
We'll figure out your level up later.
yeah, sorry.
It's already been done, but
You
we'll-
dodged this firebolt. The case is clattered to the ground. It needed all three of them to carry it,
Oh, fuck! You
but
idiot!
it's not making any noise.
Right, because
Have we made it up to see what's going on yet?
Well, give me those initiative rolls, and I'll let you know if you've made it.
Oh, we gave them to you.
Okay, well, there they are. All right, and
wow, those are high initiative.
ladies, I'll need your initiative rolls as well.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right. Gilberta's pissed if you can't. Gilberta,
Well, I mean, technically, this is like mission accomplished at this point. You just have to get out now.
That was insane. Oh my God. Talk about being the character. Like, there they are through the door.
No, look, I love it. Look, if the choice is between role play or gameplay,
No.
role play, role play,
No.
role play, role play.
We don't
Every
min
time.
max around here.
we had a chance to role play, but she.
Look, she role played it for her.
That was
character.
a roll, man.
That's what happened. All right, so Koshano 3. We're dead at 18. And 12. And 16. All right. So these guys are way down in the initiative order. Redan and Koshano, you guys come through first. You make it partially up that up through the hallways, and you're on your way over. You should be able to kind of arrive where they are at the beginning of your next turn.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
All right. So next up is Lilith.
Can I cast sleep again?
You definitely can. Do you have the spell slots for it?
What did I use today? Invisibility.
We used
Sleep.
invisibility.
I used invisibility and sleep. Nothing else.
Okay, so you have another sleep left.
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Sweet little wizard.
Oh,
Is it good? I can't see. I keep going back and forth.
That's 22.
amazing.
The third mage gets sleepy and starts to fall over and go to sleep.
Good night. Let's get the thing out.
Koshano gets up there and he goes,
Gilberta's not dismissing it right now because she doesn't want to fucking listen to Koshano.
All right, Gilberta, you're up. We're still in initiative roll.
So aren't they all sleeping?
They're all asleep.
They're all asleep, but we're still in initiative. Jabetta, what do you do on your turn?
Look, I guess she's just gonna try to see how heavy the fucking thing is.
Oh, my bad.
What was
Oh!
That was too soon. It's inappropriate. Okay, so it's fairly heavy. You think you need help to carry it?
All right. I guess I'll do.
Actually, make a strength check. Jabetta's not weak. She's pretty strong, actually.
Will it fit in a bag of holding?
No.
If I could find my strength, oh, there it is. Oh yeah, she's pissed off and she's like,
she's like, help me, but she's trying to like mime it.
yeah.
All right, so that's Jabetta's turn. We get to Koshano and Redan. The doors on the south end open up, and you guys hear this sound. It's very familiar to you, Koshano. Both of you make a wisdom save for me.
Ah, shit.
Oh dear.
Shit.
Redan, you are terrified by this sound.
Can we still hear this in our zone of silence?
You don't want to go anywhere near it. You're not in the zone of silence.
Yeah,
yet.
you haven't.
You are still in this hallway.
Oh,
in
we're still
front of
not.
the barracks, and this southern door is open. And coming out of the southern door, wrapped up in black leather and silks, appears to be a cat person, a humanoid cat, playing this violin, flanked by two women dressed in similar garb.
Do I recognize this cat person?
You recognize the music and you recognize the instrument.
Thought so.
As the music continues to play,
Look back at him. Is it who I think it is?
it quickly stops, and he pulls back with one hand.
I drop my disguise.
The strings snap, and as he does this, the girls in their dance swing their hands out, and 4 daggers come flying towards both of you. 2 for Redan and 2 for Koshano.
Meanwhile, Jabetta and Lilith, you're none of this.
We're safe on our end.
Is this who I think it is? Is that where I recognize the music from?
You feel very much that it is who you think it is, but this
Okay.
is unusual behavior for that person.
Yeah.
Is it Koshano the Wild?
I did drop my disguise though.
So Redan, that is 16 and 15.
Both hit.
Both hit? Okay. Koshano, that is 17 and 10.
1 hits.
1 hits. All right. So I need the both of you to make Constitution saves.
Oh dear.
Oh God, that's not my strong suit.
It's not bad.
Oh yes.
All right.
That's
So
really good.
you feel some kind of poison on the daggers try to take hold of you, but you're able to shake it off.
That's good.
But you do take, Redan, you take 7 damage. No, sorry, you take 9 damage, and Koshano, you take 5.
Okay.
And they have moved into a pursuit now of you.
Just wanted to take the case and go.
Yeah, but then you had to cast sleep.
Well, they are on the other side on this hallway. You guys still have a clear line to the teleportation room.
We'll talk about that when we cut back to us.
Yeah,
So
who's turn are we on here?
we are on Redan and Koshano.
But what the fuck? literally what I say to the cat man.
There is no response. They're sprinting towards you, weapons out.
Insight check to see if what's going on with this guy here. Why is he attacking me?
You have no idea. This is super weird, but you know that these people are intending to murder you right now.
Go, Redan, go.
All right, double dash.
We will die.
Okay.
Run.
Are you going to?
I am going to. I don't know why he's attacking me, but I do not want to go toe to toe with him right now.
All right. So you guys keep going. And you make it into the zone of silence. Redan, you are no longer feared.
As soon as I realize I'm in the zone of silence, Koshano stops and turns back towards them.
Okay.
Towards the direction they were coming from.
You turn back towards them. There
And
is
I
a
turn
door.
to everybody else, and I say,
We should close the door and
There is a door you can close.
lock it.
You don't hear anything. All right. Are you closing the door? Anyone?
I'm stopping anyone who's trying to. And I'm
No, you're stopping anyone? All right.
Well, then Gilberta's motioning to Lilith, like,
Picking up. Yeah, no, that was my intention, is to go and pick up the thingy.
All right. Lilith, give me a strength check to pick it up.
Oh,
With advantage from Gilberta. Gilberta is helping you.
yeah.
Oh. Okay.
All right. So
Oh, look, I can't see.
no, that's fine. All right. So between the two of you, you're able to pick up the case, and you can keep moving forward if you like.
We're fucking off.
Oh,
All right.
we're taking
Wow.
off. Yep.
All right.
If I can try to pick up one of the mages
Okay.
and put him under my arm to
Okay.
keep going with us.
You
All
just
right.
gonna take one?
I'm taking one with me.
He's like, "Sure."
All right.
Redan just collects shit.
Yes.
They might be carrying
Koshano
something worth.
has no idea what to do here.
Yeah, the Koshano's having a crisis. Is
I don't know.
Is the zone of silence down, or are you still keeping it up?
Oh no, I didn't dispel it.
Okay. So it's still going?
I just ran.
All right. You run. And
I'm mouthing, "Come on," to Koshano as we are heading off. Let's
All
go.
you reveal more of this kind of winding hallway.
More
He goes after, he follows the rest of them. God damn it, he follows the rest of them.
We're
All right.
just running. We're just
You follow
running.
along with everybody. When you make it to this hallway,
And shuts the door behind him. God damn it.
Oh
Mhm.
fuck!
there are two guards in here. One guy with a big axe.
I say,
And he is guarding the door that you know from your map leads to the exit.
This is
Okay.
I go
Time
right up
to
to him
I
shine.
and
say
cast
we've got
first.
to go. I say we've got to go. The mages have gone crazy.
Hold person on the guard.
Still staying in character of the guard. That I'm
All right. Hold person on the guard. Give me that roll. Or I got to roll, right?
No, roll. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Or
This
be
guy's
terrible.
not of remarkable wisdom, but he
Fuck.
does roll a nat 20.
Oh dear.
He rolled a
Save
nat
one.
20.
Okay, well that does not succeed.
He's okay. He's got his great axe out.
Can I persuade him, since we're in
Gilberta
disguise?
persists with this. We've got to go. They've fucked everything.
All right, do you guys want to try and sell this together? You can both give a persuasion check, or you can try and like give aid to the other person to get an advantage on the persuasion check.
I have a +9 if you want me to go.
That's probably the pony to bet on.
I don't know if you'll allow it, but I'd like to get in on this too because I'm carrying one of the mages underneath me.
She also has the Eagle Splendor.
Yeah. So
Oh,
are we aiding Lilith then?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Aid Lilith. She gets advantage on this persuasion check.
John's just panicking. He's too frazzled to make his spells work.
Hey.
Okay. 18.
All right. Yeah, he's like, he panics a little bit and he's like, okay, use the exit.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Go, go, go.
Just
Stop
go.
closing out.
Keep going.
Make
Just
it.
book it.
You make it through the door, and as the door starts to close, you begin to hear this again, kind of the sound moving closer and closer.
Go!
Everyone
go,
do
go,
a
go.
wisdom saving throw.
God damn it! That's
You'll
not
bet
my
is really smart.
Gilbetta is unaffected.
1 second here. Do these doors open in or out?
They open in.
Okay, Redan would like to go into a rage
Okay.
and block the doors while
Okay.
everyone else is running.
Okay.
And yeah. Just give everyone as much time as possible.
Very well. All right, you go inside, and there's a simple stone circle, and it kind of glows with some blue light, and it's ready for teleportation.
Get in. Everyone in. Just dive into
Go!
the circle. Don't
We
let
go.
them fuck with these people.
Booking it.
Yeah,
The sound
me and
is getting
Lilith got this
closer
fucking
and
thing, and
closer.
we're like, we're done.
Diving. I'm
Dive.
shoving. I'm grabbing Redan, and I'm just like, get off the door. Just get into the circle.
All right,
Can we block out the sound of the music with our thaumaturgy?
you could try, but you guys are diving into the circle. You can teleport. over.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gone already.
All right.
All right. We dive.
Redan, did you go?
Yeah, as soon as everyone else is in, I go.
All
I'm
right.
gonna stand there about to jump in. I'm gonna wait for that
Okay.
door to open.
Oh boy.
You stand there. You wait for the door to open.
As soon as it flies open.
All right, flies open. The cat
We're
person
not
is there
done here.
by the two women. Daggers start flying your way.
No, as soon as the door opens, we're not done, and he jumps backwards into the
All
circle.
right.
Just had to get that last word out.
All right.
Of course he did. Of course Koshano did.
Fuck.
He just comes out the other side of the teleportation thing, cussing.
Yeah, tumbles out.
And where do we pop out into?
You pop out into a very dark, enormous cavern.
I can't see in the dark.
As soon as we out there, Koshano is just yelling, "Fuck!"
Okay,
Who was that?
Lilith, you can see in the dark?
It was
I can't
him.
see. I'm a
I have
deepling.
dark vision.
Yeah.
Dark vision.
Dark vision and dark vision.
Correction, low light vision.
Low light vision. Okay, so
I-
Lilith, is it dark vision or low light vision? I believe it's dark vision, right?
I think it's dark vision for tieflings.
Yeah, I believe so too.
Mine is actual dark vision
Yeah,
also.
those two are dark.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys both have dark vision?
The girls got this.
The girls got this.
Mhm.
I want both the girls to make a perception check.
Oh boy. Please be good. Decent. Oh wow, good bud. That's really
Yeah,
good.
also, just so
Good.
everybody knows, I may or may not have used my level up ability score improvement to give me a 20 in wisdom.
I think we all kind of forgot to do our level up.
Probably
Oh,
a good
shit.
idea.
Oh my goodness. You level up, you guys. God damn it. All right.
I
So
did. Hey, don't look at me.
I actually did this time.
in your dark vision, in this enormous cavern, just 50 feet out ahead of you, what seems like a smooth surface of sheer rock begins to rise and fall. And as you start to look it over more, it is the lower jaw of a creature. A creature larger than anything you have ever seen in your entire life. Covered in spikes, sleeping,
Jubetta says, "Is that a dragon?"
slowly exhaling. It does not look like any dragon you have ever seen.
What is that?
Koshano, not seeing any of this, is still yelling in the darkness.
Jobetta's gonna like clamp her hand around Koshano's mouth.
All right.
There is no light coming in.
There is
She's
no
gonna-
light coming in.
She's gonna
You're
whisper in his
in
ear.
darkness.
Fucking monster over there. Shut up, it's sleeping. You're gonna
It
wake.
is the size of a mountain range.
She's gonna say that. She's gonna say it's literally as big as a mountain. I can see its mouth moving.
Big as this room.
Yes. So shut up.
There's occasionally a blast of warm air as it exhales and inhales.
So
Just breathes.
can I do and like some kind of check to see if I know what this might be, or
Certainly.
what do you want? Animal handling or
Do a history check.
history? That's cool.
I
Nope.
guess since I can see it, I'll try, even though I'm at a very big disadvantage. Oh, hey, look at that.
Hey,
Huzzah!
Lilith, you are overcome with fear
shit.
as you realize that this looks a lot like the Tarrasque.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, does Lilith say that, or just what do you?
I will step back and get to them like, it's Tarrasque.
Oh fuck!
The Tarrasque that sleeps beneath Waterdeep, according to legend, that will someday rise and destroy the realm.
Hey, let's not.
Oh,
Let's not wake it up. Joletta wants to kind of do like a look around, investigation, something to see if she can see how the fuck to get out of here without waking that bitch up.
can we
Yes,
go back
please.
to the portal?
That's also bad.
Better than a Tarrasque.
It's not, on the bad scale, it doesn't get much higher than Tarrasque.
Yeah, but it's all bad.
Are much deeper than I've ever been.
Yeah, well, I got a nat 20 on my investigation, so
You got a nat 20 on the investigation.
Nice.
Thank God.
Find a
Okay.
small
It's not
table,
technically a hit, but it's still a crit.
and on the table there is a logbook, and the logbook has a number of entries in it, dates, times, and next to the dates and times, each one says subject no activity.
Oh god.
someone's oh god, someone's watching it.
Mhm.
They're trying to. They're trying
Jovetta's
to.
gonna tell Redan and Koshano that. She's gonna say, no, there's a logbook, and it says 9 days.
Can we discuss those details later?
No,
Put the book in my bag. Let's go.
Let's
what
just.
is with you and books?
God, do I have one more spell slot?
What is
or
with
it just-
you and staying around monsters? Let's get the fuck out of here.
Where are we supposed to go?
You tell me, you're the one that can see.
That's what I was trying to figure out, but instead I got
With your
fucked.
investigation check, you also notice that there is a manner in which the stones around the teleportation circle can be configured.
Like,
Like they can be
Arcane?
moved and adjusted.
Can anyone put a little bit of light in here so we can check this out too?
I mean,
I
define a
would.
little.
Just a
I don't want-
tiny bit.
I don't want too much light in this.
Don't want to risk it.
Just move one of the stones literally anywhere in the world is better than here.
I was
Maybe
so
there's
excited.
a note in the book that tells us how to move the stones. Can we look at the book to see if there's anything that represents those stone circles things?
You can certainly investigate the book if you like.
Oh gosh, that doesn't sound like there's anything in the book.
No, look, don't
with
assume
that check.
anything. Don't look. Don't,
Oh dear.
You can't even see the book.
do you want to do another investigation check on the
Yeah, I'm going to. I was looking at my spells to see.
Okay. book? Do you have a wake up spell for Tarrasques?
Wouldn't that be something? No, that's just.
That's called
making
thaumaturgy.
noise. Yeah.
None of that.
I'm gonna look at the book.
Actually, I don't know. I might need magic to wake it. I don't understand how to rest. I thought they were legends.
I have another first level spell I can use. I can put just more of a deeper sleep on that thing, right?
Just like sleep more.
Pretty much. Just blackout sleep.
I think level 1 sleep is not going to work on a Tarrasque.
Oh
It has
yeah,
like 1,000.
Constitution, I forgot.
It's based on HP, so I think it has like 1,000 HP.
Yeah,
All
I totally forgot.
Let's not.
It has no small amount of HP.
How many HP are there in the world?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it has all. How much HP does a city have? And
Oh my
that's
god.
roughly how much. All
The
right, so
box that we're carrying, can it be open or is it locked?
It is locked.
They said not to open it.
We're told not to open it either.
All right.
Stop doing this.
So,
Someone get light in here, or I'm starting a torch.
Gilbetta, you investigate the book, and you do see that there is a configuration on the teleportation circle, and it says safe house.
Yes, yes.
Look. Lilith, help me do this.
Yes. Let's.
You two, stay put.
Where are you?
Because you can't see shit.
No shit.
Just trust us.
What are you doing?
Just trust us, and if you want to get out of here alive, let's go. Let's go do this, Gilbetta. Let's go.
So
And we
we're
go
gonna sneak over and try to fucking put it in the however it says on the thing.
The pick in the butcher book. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, here's where we find out safe house is exactly where we came from.
It's just like back into the place you hear the violin.
Right? That would be a lot of work to fucking.
All right, give me an Arcana check to rearrange these stones.
Oh.
I will assist her so she gets advantage.
There, very well.
Wow.
Lilith, you're no help.
Now this is feeling
That's
more
the
like
one in charge.
You think you did it right.
Hold on, everybody. I'm gonna gag the mage that I'm carrying underneath me.
Forgot you were carrying him.
Bind his hands behind his back.
This dude wakes up.
Bind his hands behind his back.
Okay.
And give him a good slap on the face, holding him tight. I want to know exactly where this safe house comes from, or where to go.
Okay, he's kind of like groggy. And his eyes get really wide as he starts to realize his surroundings. And he's like,
Koshano, find out where we need to go.
what? What's happening?
Find out where the
Koshano knows
safest place for
nothing.
us to go is now.
How?
Talk to this mage.
Oh, is he awake?
I give the mage a little kidney shot, and he's like,
I'm going to fumble around, and I'm going to find him, and I'm going to say, sorry to trouble you. I think you know where we are right now. We'd all like to get out of here as much as you probably would. So I'm going to remove the gag in hopes that you don't wake the terrible world-ending beast, and quietly tell us how to get this portal to get all of us to a safe place. Okay?
all right, roll a persuasion check on that.
Can I give advantage because I'm like, sweet.
Intimidating the hell out of him. I don't know, dude. Like anything you could do to scare this guy is going to
Woo,
be
nat
worth in
20.
comparison to the fact that he's sitting next to him.
Nat 20 and stack to the sky.
Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh!
All right, he says, and he points to the summoning circle and he kind of moves his hands a little bit, indicating that he needs to adjust it.
All right, I'll untie him.
Okay.
Untie his
Gilbetta says, Koshano, dagger. And
All
she
right.
says, she takes
I'm gonna give her my good one.
Like, she like holds it up to his fucking throat and she's like, do it.
I'm holding him by the back of the neck, so
Okay.
I mean, he's got to be able to walk and move the shit, but
He adjusts the stones.
can I insight check to make sure he's actually doing it for us and not for him?
Do an Arcana check because it wouldn't be really an insight. You'd have to check and see what he's doing and see. Yeah, you
That one.
Gilbetta's gonna
like
do the
it looks
same
right to
thing.
me, man.
I was pretty
Gilbetta's gonna do
persuasive.
the
though, I
same
think.
thing because she's like, because she knows a little bit what it's supposed to be.
Right.
Um.
Mm,
So yeah, no.
yeah, none of you know if he did it right, but
Fuck it. It looks good to
Alright.
me.
Roll the dice.
Going in.
Going in.
I pick this guy back up again
All right.
under the arm.
Whatever's on the other side of that's better than what's in the fucking room with us. So
All right. You go through.
Shauna's going in sword drawn.
All right. You come out in a small cave, and it's not long before sunlight is shining on you.
Oh my gosh.
And you can
Okay.
hear the sound of waves lapping against
what up? Gilbetta just runs. She just runs toward the water.
All right,
And they say I'm hasty.
wizard. Where are we?
You cast sleep on mages. I don't what?
And look where we are now. We have successfully got the thing that we needed.
First off, rebinding this mage, going full hogtie, legs, arms, and carrying him around. Where are we?
You are, as you walk out, you are looking at the docks of Waterdeep. You're looking out at the dock ward. You're in a cave along this beach here where I'm just putting this red dot.
Oh shit.
I don't know if we want to parade out of here with a bound wizard.
I can still cast disguise. Just say he's drunk.
Our
Just say he's
friend.
drunk.
You have adopted this wizard now.
Knock him out.
Bring him to the
Okay.
knock him out.
Knock him out.
All right.
And I'll just make him look a little, I don't know.
Drunk.
Just pour whatever leftover wine you have on.
Hey, that's a great idea.
Again, lipstick smear all over his lips. Like he had a really wild night.
All right. So
It's his fetish.
you guys rough up this mage and dump liquor on him.
I got no idea.
So many people
Come
are
on.
waking up in a little while.
Let's
Like,
just leave him here.
No, we should.
No,
bring him to the
no. But
no.
yes, we're definitely bringing him with us.
All right.
Is he still tied up?
Yeah.
No, if he's unconscious, we can untie him.
Okay.
All right. So there's one small problem. How do you get there?
Is
How we
there...
get? Wait, where exactly are we? Across from it on the little island?
Jobetta can swim. Jobetta's just gonna swim.
He's like, bye, motherfucker.
Can you come back with a
We got a
boat?
Yeah, you guys do have a boat at the docks.
Okay,
Let's take it.
Jobetta will swim and go get the boat.
Okay. Jabetta, when you arrive at the boat, there is a man sleeping in the boat.
More sleep.
What kind of parking lot is this?
What does he look like?
He is dressed in a long red coat. He has short black hair, and he has a very large hat that's kind of pulled over his face, and he has a long rapier at his side, and he's wearing a bright red coat with black trim and bright gold buttons all along it.
Jobetta's she's gonna nudge him with her foot. She's gonna be like, sup.
And he immediately hops up.
She's like, who are you and what are you doing on my vessel?
My apologies, madam. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Marcus Phoenix, finest rogue in all the land, formerly of the mighty Avalon Knights, and I found myself after a night of celebration. Where am I? Asleep in your fine vessel. Yes.
Wait, you said, do you know who we are? Do you know who this vessel belongs to?
Was that Marcus who?
Phoenix.
Marcus Phoenix.
No. Am I supposed to? Who are you?
My
You are a
name.
beautiful lady. That's who you are. We should be friends.
For sure, absolutely. Is he a human? Is he human looking-ish?
He is human looking.
She's gonna say, absolutely. Wait till you hear this shit. Sir, you have fallen asleep on the vessel that belongs to some of us, one of whom is myself, the rebuilders of the Avalon Knights Academy.
Oh. Well, how very serendipitous indeed. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, madam. And he takes your hand and kisses it.
Oh, she does a curtsy. Oh, you know.
Ah, excellent. Now, how can I be of service? Perhaps you need someone killed. I'm very good at that. I have advanced degrees in murderology and murderomny.
Well, that's not a thing at the moment. That will come in handy. But right now, we've had a bit of a thing. And we need to take this and go to that point. She kind of points to like where they are. She says, we need to go over there and get the rest of the party. Because we've done some shit.
All right. What ho! Sailing to adventure. Then he
Yes.
pulls up the sails.
Yes. And then she says, good work.
Like, excellent. Produces a flask and begins to drink as he's sailing.
Oh God, another one of you. Okay. She says, so you know Cookie?
Ah, yes, fine friend of mine. Cookie's an excellent fellow. Knows how to party.
He will be so happy to see you. You should return with us to Avalon Knights Academy.
Well, perhaps I will. The killing work was always good there. It's a little dry these days. They want organization.
I'll tell you what, we can hook you up, brother.
Oh, I shall be your hookup. Mistake.
Well, that's Bell's area. But
And he tosses a wink your way, and he's like 1 foot on the bow, and he's.
I say to him, well, that's more Zavel's area. Whenever he comes back.
Well, I shall take a look at all of the areas. And a few of yours. Now then, onward to victory.
And she says outright to him, I like women.
Me too, they're great. Now then, let's go.
All right, and then...
So the boat sails over, and there's this man in this bright red coat with this big hat. He's got a rapier at his side, and he's just arms open. What ho, comrades! Come, join us on this vessel. We're heading to, I imagine, safety.
You guys ripping off my style.
But it says, so this is Marcus. That was his name, right?
Phoenix at your service, sir.
Yeah.
The finest rogue in all of the Sword Coast, formerly of the Avalon Knights Academy, and I found myself weary from drink in your fine vessel when I met this beautiful lady here, and I see even more.
We don't
My
have
cup
time.
runneth over today.
Stop talking.
Runs over to Lilith.
We don't have time for this. We need to go now.
Get on the ship. Let's go.
Absolutely, get on the ship.
She takes his hand if he's taking hers and just walk aboard with him.
I shall escort you, madam.
Why, thank you.
Hand a little low on the back. It's just like.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She like looks at all of them and be like, yeah, this is happening.
Back to the
Looks
docks.
over at Redan, just like, I don't know about
Set
this.
sail back to the docks, good sir.
Someone who's grabbing the crate though, the box.
I mean, I assume we can...
Allow me. And he just dashes over. And he just,
Oh, you're so strong.
No, he didn't pick it up.
he's like dragging it slowly towards the boat. No, I've got it. It's fine.
No, Gilberto's gonna help him.
No, Redan walks over. He's got the mage on one
Too
shoulder.
late. Gilberto did it already.
Race for strength.
Opposing strength check.
I know.
You
It was
both just
opposing
run over
who
and
said
pick
it
up
first
both
check.
sides and come forward. All right, give me that strength roll to see if you've got enough gusto. Okay, you got enough gusto to do it. And Redan.
Whoa.
Oh no, you don't have enough gut. Redan's got it. You. I'm sorry about that.
Couldn't hang it.
You
Handle
give it a tug, and then Redan comes and helps you out. And he's like, "Ah, good work, teamwork, comrades. I shall take up the lead." And he lifts it from the back. He's not really lifting it. You guys are doing 90% of the work, but he keeps going and takes it to the boat, and quickly rigs up the sails and stands on the bow again with his arm out. Onward.
Good captain. Let's go.
Where are we
Question.
headed?
Does he smell like alcohol? Can I smell it?
Actually, he always smells like a
no.
fine, like a fine potpourri.
Oh my god.
Oh. Good sir, you smell divine.
Thank you. It's a trade secret of mine. Onward. Where are we going? Nobody told me yet.
Back to the docks where we were. Where you passed
Very
out
adventurous, isn't
in our vessel.
Koshano needs a drink. Koshano's gonna take out his skin full of mead and take a slug.
it? Take a slug.
Lilith is going to try to steal that and take a chug.
Would you haven't tried this yet, have you?
Oh God.
Oh god.
Why don't this is Cookie's special homemade mead. I think you'll find it quite delicious.
No.
She takes a swig. She's like, after today's rumble,
All right,
Lilith could use something delicious.
Koshano and Lilith, I need you to both make a Constitution save. Nope. Koshano's going on a trip.
I really need Lilith to go on a trip.
Just as he hands it off and kind of finishes his swallow.
No, dang it.
Lilith is like, yeah, that's
I'm a born drinker. I got the tolerance. Well, it looks like someone's a little weak.
Koshano
than
kind of
drink.
like goes limp in the boat, and his eyes kind of roll back.
I never knew he was so lightweighted. My goodness.
Koshano, you are in a world of flowing colors. The wind is like rainbows, and you are flying.
I bent down, snap my finger. He probably sees doubles of me. Like, are you okay?
He's unresponsive.
How has no one shared this with Redan yet?
Oh, just wait.
If you're asking, I'll share it with you.
There's work to do right now. Got a mage on one shoulder and a box on another.
Well, let's let Koshano's thing play out.
Onward, back to the docks. And Koshano, you're just flying and floating. Ooh, and then there's instruments playing everything around you, and then you jam out with the instruments for a bit, but every time you play, more colors and sparkles come out, and everything's just so...
Jobetta's gonna say to Lilith, she's gonna say, apparently the first time he drank it, there was some sort of void. I don't know.
Can I interact with this?
No, this just all keeps going. You're just enjoying yourself. You're having a wonderful
Wait.
time.
Is he having like a trip like the pink elephant stream that Dumbo has when he drinks the alcohol?
Something like that, but it hasn't gone bad on him yet.
No pink elephants.
It hasn't turned terrifying. So yeah, that continues for some time, and you're like jamming out with spectral instruments, and all these kind of things are happening.
All right.
All right,
Cool.
and Marcus Phoenix leads you back to the docks, and he says on the brow, "Excellent! Another wonderful mission accomplished for the Avalon Knights."
Yes. Boy, oh boy, did we accomplish a lot.
So, Marcus,
Yes.
what, I'd like to hear your version of why the Academy broke up.
Oh, you know how it is. People take off and they never come back, and then before you know it, there's nobody there to man the guns when an attack happens. So to speak.
Right.
Don't look at me. I killed as many people as I could.
Oh, no,
Which is
I have
quite
no
a bit.
doubt.
I might grab you. I have higher numbers than even Eldon. And he
Who?
kind of pops off his chest a little bit.
Love has no idea what he's talking about, but she's just like, oh my.
You'll know later.
Phrase that ego.
And we have
I assure you, it's quite impressive.
Spoonie's back at the inn,
Oh, Spoonie, he's a fine drinking.
and Tommy.
Oh, Tommy, I haven't seen Tommy in forever.
Yeah.
Bananas little thing.
Yeah.
Kick his ass.
She wants to do an insight to see like if he's actually this like wah, wah, wah. So that's a 24.
You feel that this man is being legitimate. Although you believe that he's likely embellishing a few things.
Right. Well, clearly.
But
He keeps saying Marcus Phoenix. So
this is, he's clearly a bombastic individual, and he's just very like, haha, adventure, wah.
yeah, right. All right. Well, we actually have to get some shit done. Feel free to, tag along.
Ah, excellent. I shall attend to some business in town, but it's likely I'll find myself sleeping in your boat again. Farewell.
Okay.
And he steps off the docks and kind of wanders into the crowd.
Okay.
And as he does, as he goes by Lilith, he's like, and I shall see you very soon, I hope. And then leaves.
All right.
Okay, Lilith or Gilbetta, one of you needs to carry Koshano. We need to go back to the castle district.
I'm not doing that.
Lilith doesn't do it either.
All right, my strength check to see if I can carry 2 people and a box.
Sure. That's good enough. You managed to lug him up over your shoulders.
I'm just
You got one on each shoulder and then the box.
That is quite impressive, Madame. Good job. She's gonna walk and kind of giggle a little bit at the situation, though.
So where are you guys headed? Are you going to head back to the exhibit to return the goods?
Back to the exhibit.
Yep.
All right.
Finish this mission.
All right. You head back to the exhibit.
Mhm.
You return the goods,
Mm-hmm.
and Lord Devonian Zelos is not there to greet you. Instead, there is Owen Stone. And he thanks you very much for the return of the case.
Mhm.
And he has some men take it into another room.
Mhm.
When can I resume consciousness here?
Roll another Constitution save.
Okay.
Not right now.
Redan also throws the unconscious mate to his feet and says, "You might want to question him too."
Yeah, Joanna says, yeah, he was in cahoots with the people that stole your ship.
Ah, yes. We know just how to deal with him. And another group of men come out and take him into a back room.
Do you know when the Lord will be coming back?
Wait,
He
Mrs.
is dealing with some business currently, but he asked me to make sure that you are justly rewarded.
Mr. Stone, hold on. So, in this, the grand scheme of things, the owner of the shop, the Great Barrel, or the guy that was running the shop, he may have been falsely implicated in the betrayal of these fucking people.
Well, so long as they don't trace it back to you.
Well, I mean, I'm just letting you know. You know,
I see. I shall do what I will with this information.
you know, just think about the good and the bad of the things you're doing.
Very well. I shall do an analysis.
Thank you.
Now then, your reward.
Hmm.
He offers up 500 gold pieces each for each of you, and then leads you through a couple doors, and then there's a spiral staircase down, and then into a very large room.
Oh, I'm so glad Koshano's asleep right now.
Yep.
It's passed right out. Koshano, you want to do another con save?
Oh, you're so nice.
Oh, there we go.
Whoa!
This treasure foot.
It's so much cooler this time.
Glad you could join us.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to quite drop me like that, but I feel a little bit more. Where the fuck are we?
I'm still calling you Lightfoot, Koshano. My goodness. Should I
Always
take
a
this drink off your hands?
Oh, by all means, here, hold on to it. Enjoy.
Oh no, she's been holding on to it the entire time since you passed out.
Keep it. Have all you like.
Wonderful. She has now a drink.
Giggles under his breath.
Owen says, always a pleasure, Mr. Koshano. Now
I-
then, as I was telling your associates, you have received your monetary payment. Now you may have a magical item from this portion of Lord Devonian Zealous's
So
collection.
we get both?
Indeed you do.
He said we get 3 plus money.
A quick word about bags of money, Mr. Stone. In the future, don't write Zavel's name on anything. We're trying to keep his association with us under wraps at this point, so we can be a bit more like a intelligence gatherer. You understand?
Absolutely. I will ensure things are sent out more discreetly.
Thank you.
That
Well,
was
that's gonna kinda-
Devonian Zealous. He felt it had a more personal touch.
Oh, and I agree. You were, of course, unaware of our new arrangement as such.
It is
Just pointing
recent.
out.
It is a recent development.
Absolutely. Please keep me abreast of your personnel changes. Now then, here is the ledger.
Well, remind me. We'll discuss our new personnel later.
He reaches into the air and like a line of light opens up and he extracts a large book
Okay.
and then he opens it up and hands it to you guys. This is the ledger. It is a catalog of everything in Lord Devonian Zealous's collection that he is able to part with. And you may take it as payment for your work. So choose 3 items and we shall retrieve them for you.
Great.
How long do we have?
Take as long as you need. I have no other appointments today.
We deserve that at least. We've worked hard.
Flip over-
Redan takes the book, sits down, and starts flipping pages.
All right, what particularly is Redan looking for?
Something giant, mace-ish.
A weapon.
Keeping his
course.
eyes out for something either jewelry related for protection or speed.
Mm.
All right. Radan finds a particular item in there. It is Duke Colgrath's Flaming Fist. And you recognize that name as a fire giant general. So you think that this might be something that you'd be interested in.
I would inquire to Mr. Owen Stone about this, if I could take a look at it, or if he has anything that explains the properties.
He says, yes, the Flaming Fist is a maul. It has an ever-burning chunk of magma at the end of it, the business end of the maul. It does apply some fiery heat to one swing. And it has other special abilities that you can wield with it as well. It has catapulted many fire giant generals and warlords up through the ranks.
I would like this very much.
Very well. I shall retrieve it for you.
Koshano is going to look for something that would help to counteract the effects of some sort of mind control spell or counter charm, something like that.
Ooh, very interesting. There are a collection of 4 rings of protection from mind control.
I think it would be beneficial for us to grab hold of these.
You may have 1.
Fuck.
Persuade.
We only get 3 items overall, right?
Yep. You can roll a persuasion check against Owen if you like.
Mr. Stone, a question about this item. It seems to be a set. I'm particularly concerned about defending against this sort of matter, given what we've just experienced. I think it would be in the best interest of our continued activities on behalf of our benefactor if we had this full set of rings as one of our items.
Agreed.
Shit.
Do you want to try and help him out with that?
Help for advantage, or you want to roll your own?
Up to you.
Lily, you want to give me advantage, or you want to roll your own?
Yeah, I didn't really do much talking, so it only makes more sense that you go again.
All right.
Roll high, please.
That's a bit better.
A little back high five in secret with you. Like.
Very well. It is not an uncommon item. You can have the collection.
Fantastic.
You have 1 more item to select.
Ladies, any ideas? Something particularly useful?
If you like, I could make a selection that I think may be beneficial to you if you have no other ideas.
A suggestion would be nice.
There is a wide collection of enchanted figurines that hold the spirit of certain animals that can aid you in battle. A helpful ally is never a bad idea.
No animals.
Dan's jaw drops.
Radan, no.
Perhaps
No, you have an animal back at the other place.
a
That's still
panther
better.
or a bear.
Animals? What is your problem with animals, woman?
Don't want to talk about it.
You have horns, you fucking idiot.
Excuse me? Excuse me.
You're better! I'm surprised at you.
Lilith got kind of angry, so she probably could have cast vicious mockery on her.
Okay.
Don't.
Basically like, you!
All right.
Wisdom save is a DC 15, but I mean, it's just
You curse her out, but your spell has no effect. Not because she doesn't wisdom, but your spell simply doesn't go off. You just curse her out, but the magical portion of it doesn't come out.
That's okay. This is just for
Is that
fun.
Were you just trying to cast a spell in our host's home?
No, I was not, Koshano.
The letter would have blocked that shit anyway.
All right.
Um,
So, what do you want?
Have you guys ever found like a situation you want something to help and advantages in when you do battles?
only every situation.
Something with more stealth or fight wise?
There was a member of my council who had the ability to speed himself up.
Oh, that sounds
Like
good.
that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Do you have any sort of like
Speedy.
slippers of speediness or something?
Let me see. You go
Also,
through-
just random question: is there a $500 or a 500 gold bag for Zaville as well?
Yes, just put it into the.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys want to hold on to it or whatever.
Yeah, I'm banking it.
Lilith is gonna remember that.
Lilith will remember this.
This is gonna bring something else. I have an idea.
Okay.
Meta has many ideas about what she wants.
Let's get protection.
Ladies, please, you don't have to fight over Marcus Phoenix. I'm sure he's quite happy to spend time with you both.
The Meta has wants nothing to do with Marcus Phoenix. He's not bad.
Redan has like
I'm
just
sorry.
a
Why are you bringing this
sly
up
little
now?
smile.
Why are you smiling, Radan?
Because he recognizes a good joke. Come on.
It was funny.
And Gilberto, while
Not that funny.
while this is happening, Gilberto's gonna say, "Hey, Mr. Stone,
Yes.
what do you know of the rumors about the big fucking beast that lives under Waterdeep?"
The Legends of the Tarrasque.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that?
That's likely quite real.
Likely.
Likely. Well,
Yeah,
I can.
It's pretty real.
It's pretty real. We saw it. I saw it.
Confirmed real.
Oh, you saw the Tarrasque then?
Yep.
Yes, I think that the transportation circle was a bit misarranged. It sent us directly into the Tarrasque's lair.
Yeah.
Expecting us to come somewhere a little safer.
What were
How
they
did you
doing?
even know about the transportation circle to begin with?
Our intelligence deemed that that was the likely use of that round room.
What does your
What, someone-
intelligence know about this? And he's going to pull out that marker.
Ooh.
Marker?
The
The
emblem.
medallion.
That is the mark of their mercenary group. Nothing to be concerned.
The mark of which group?
Oh, the shaking hands.
History check.
The mercenary.
Mm.
I want to whisper to Koshano, like, it's like
12, give me anything there? Shaking hands.
Nope, nothing.
Gilberto's gonna say, "I was just curious, because we did see it. The thing is real. Just in case you were wondering."
It's not unexpected. It was asleep, correct?
Yes, we tried very hard to keep it that way.
Good, good. All right, I have winged boots. Would you like those?
Lilith goes, yes. I have basically became a very good assistance in getting this today. I think I deserve them.
From Redan's perspective, I have no idea what you did. You persuaded a guy, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All those wizards that you carried,
She knocked the wizards out.
me, I knocked them all out.
Could have probably been avoided, but one of them.
I think it's fine. Well, look, she's not getting anywhere in those heels. I say we give her the fly boots.
You make a good argument.
That's not incorrect.
I gotta redraw my character again.
Get ready, man. Fucking gear.
You don't have to
Just
wear
gonna
them.
add wings to the boot. All right.
I still got to give you the details for your undetectable necklace. All right.
Yeah, no, I added that already. The little
Okay, good.
amulet and also the Radan ring too.
I forgot you had that necklace.
Yeah.
I had that
sure.
necklace.
Shit now. All right. So he says, very well. So it seems our business is concluded.
Yes.
Excellent.
One more question.
Certainly.
Does the name Koshano the Wild mean anything to you?
No.
Gilberto goes, "It was him.
She's-
I knew it."
Koshano just kind of gives her like a puzzled look, like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You were yelling at someone back there. Seemed like there was someone
We were
familiar.
being attacked by people. I was yelling at all kinds of people. Don't worry about it.
Very well. You may have use of the guest house for as long as you need, but please let me know when you will be leaving Waterdeep.
Well, I'd prefer not to be bitten by any more snakes in the guest house.
Yes, I have tripled the security.
I think we'll be leaving Waterdeep directly, won't we?
I think we have another stop to make.
But
Very well.
Where?
Back to the awning portal.
All right.
thank God. Better
We're going to swing by the house first.
Okay.
I'm going to retrieve that dead snake.
Okay.
I'm going to cut out its tongue.
Okay.
I like where you're going with this.
I'm going to go to the kitchen.
Okay.
Ask, do you have any honeycomb in the house?
Yes.
Could I have a small bit of it, please? I like something to chew on while I walk.
Of course. They give you some honeycomb.
Great. It's gonna wrap the snake and put it in a bag, pillowcase from the room or something they won't miss. And we're gonna head over to the...
Oh, that's disgusting.
Trust me on this one. We're gonna, yeah, so we're going to go back to the yawning portal, and when we arrive, I'm going to look for that black-handed fool with the beat-up face
Okay.
that Redan beaten to a pulp. Is he there?
Lilith is casting prestidigitation on the dead snake so it doesn't smell so bad.
Excellent. He is not there. There are no black hands in the yawning portal right now.
Who all is here? Anyone?
The bartender and a couple adventurers.
Roman-ass patrons.
No, nobody looking shady at all.
Janet, why the sudden vacancy of goons?
Just happened a couple hours ago. It's like something big went down.
How big?
I'd say so. Can we talk?
Sure. I think it takes you to the private room.
I'm gonna go back there, and yeah, I'm gonna show him the medallion. I'm gonna say, what do you know about this shaking hands? What was it? Shaking hands? What?
Yeah, shaking hands.
They're shaking hand.
This is a
Figure.
medallion used by an old adventuring group.
Yeah.
A
Who?
lot of people wouldn't have seen it. They weren't a big bunch of guys, but I mean, they weren't bad people. Where'd you get this?
Well, we found it on a job. Does Koshano the Wild have any connection to this group?
Not that I know of. Like I said, I haven't seen the guy in a while. And the last time I saw him, he wasn't himself.
How, when you say not himself, how so? Could you elaborate on that?
He was cold and distant. He barely said a thing.
Did it seem to you like he under some sort of enchantment?
Could have been.
Brennan, I saw him. I saw him, and
Saw him.
I mean, he may have just now recognized me. It's been 16 years, but he attacked us. He attacked me.
That doesn't sound like him.
No, it doesn't. And I had this whole fucking speech I was going to give him. I've been thinking about this for over a decade. I'm sorry.
I think he might be in trouble.
I think so as well.
So what are we going to do about it?
I was hoping you would have some more insight than we did.
I wish I had answers for you. But there's so much going on under the surface in this town these days. I got more questions.
You have no idea.
Redan just smiles.
Everybody has a little joke to themselves for a moment.
No joke for Lilith. She's just like, mm-mm.
That thing
Too
gonna
much.
wake the fuck up.
Too much, too much. We got to go. We have to leave.
If he is charmed in some way, do you know of any way to break it? I'm out of my league here.
We're out of our depth. You need an expert. Ask around your new friends. Maybe somebody will know how to break this.
Yeah, I think I know who we need
They
to
use
talk
some-
to.
They use
Jovetta says, that would require trusting us.
pretty shitty techniques on people in Menzo Baranzan. So if you know anybody else from the Underdark, maybe they have some insight.
I'm sorry, what was that? Your little.
They use some pretty shitty techniques on people in Menzo Baranzan. So if you know anybody else who's been to the Underdark, maybe they might be able to help.
All right. I think I do know a couple people. Do you mind if I use the bucket? It'll be a short trip.
Down?
All right. I need to, guys. I need to go down the hole for a minute just to check on something. It won't be
Koshano?
more than 30 minutes.
No more secrets with us. Whatever became your problem has become our problem now.
Do you need assistance?
I don't think so.
Redan turns around and walks away. I'll meet you back at the house.
Oh,
Dan's like, okay.
she's like, nope.
Krishna's gonna go get in the bucket. Fuck, anyone who's coming along, come along.
Jovetta jumps in the fucking bucket.
Okay.
She's all about some fucking knowing information.
So what are the controls on this thing?
He lowers you down.
Oh, he has to lower us down?
Is there another way down there besides this bucket?
No, the bucket's the only way.
No, this is pretty much it.
She gets in.
Do me a favor, lower it down, wait about 10 minutes, and then raise it back up.
Just give me a tug.
Okay.
All right, he lowers you down.
All right. As we're going down, Koshano goes over to the ledge, the east side, and he takes his adventuring pack, or his entertainer's pack, and he kind of dangles it over
All right.
the ledge or the railing, waiting for it to catch on something.
Okay.
He says, guys, you're going to want to stay close for this.
All right.
I do what he says.
All right.
Jovetta was already standing close because she was wondering what the fuck he was doing.
All right. Eventually it catches.
Catches. All right, now he jumps over onto this spot where the bag seems to have stopped lowering.
Okay.
You can't see anything there, but he jumps up and he's standing there in midair.
All right. You're
Jovetta follows
standing on
suit.
this invisible ledge.
You coming with
Jovetta follows suit.
the bucket's lowering.
She's like, okay.
Following. It's just,
All right.
oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
Careful. You're very close. You're very close to this. Not that wide. All right. He feels around a bit on the wall, finds the right bricks, turns the top one to the left, the second one to the left, and the bottom to the right. They just kind of swivel in place. They don't quite turn, but they just swivel. It's like,
Okay.
doot, doot, doot. And the magical door opens.
All right.
Fascinating.
Jovetta like,
You want to describe it or should I?
what the shit?
Go ahead. This is your show now. Go for it.
All right. Well, what you see in there is it's a small, barren, relatively barren stone room, probably about 10 by 10. To your left, in the corner, there's a wash tub with a few items. To the right, there's just a flap of wood sitting on the floor, like a piece of plywood. And in the far corner, there is what seems to be a bed made up, but it's like just a straw mattress, and it's piled up with all these very fine furs and comfortable things that have seemed to have grown moldy over the course of the last 10 years. And next to it, there is a small table under which there are a bunch of burnt down candles, and sitting on top of it, the only thing there is a small picture frame, a very nice picture frame. Doesn't quite seem to fit the room.
All right.
Lilith says, what sort of torture room is this? Is this a prison?
There is one other thing in the room that Koshano did not describe because it was something that he was not expecting to be in there.
She's mainly seeing the dirt
Hoping
and
there'd be
stuff.
something.
Scratched into the wall is the phrase amber mist. and it looks like it's scratched with claws frantically into the wall.
Amber mist.
Amber mist.
Does that mean anything to me?
No, doesn't mean a damn thing to you. This is super weird.
Koshano, what's this?
Jabba says, what is this room?
This was my home
Oh,
for a time.
it's lovely.
Don't have to lie. It was more of a
No, I won't. It's
room
nice. But
than a home. But only 3 people are aware of this room, as
Okay,
far
so
as
I
I
assume-
know. Durnan doesn't know about it.
oh, okay.
And that wasn't there.
Okay, so who are the other people?
Well, one is Koshano the Wild,
Okay.
so we may not want to spend a lot of time here.
Okay. Yeah. Well, he does. He does. He has claws. I think he had claws. Who's the other one?
What is Amber Mist?
Who's the other one?
What did you come down here for? What were you looking for exactly here, Koshano?
I wanted to see if anyone else had been here, and it seems as though someone has.
Investigation to see if it looked like it was someone's been there recently, kind of thing.
Sure.
And is that a thing?
The one.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, an investigation to see if it's Mike. I guess I wouldn't.
You guys will need to do it.
I was gonna say, can I tell how long ago this was scratched into the wall?
Sure.
Is that gonna help at all? I don't.
Investigation to see.
I mean,
Not sure. Can't tell.
Ooh.
What about Joe Better?
Koshano goes over to the far wall, and down by the floor, he pulls loose one brick, and he reaches in, and he pulls out a bottle of wine. And then he reaches back in at the other hand, and he pulls out something and shoves it in his pocket.
Okay.
What was that?
Jobetta, you're able to discern that these scratch marks were made in the last few days. They're
Right.
fairly fresh.
Joe Better. She's not going to say that yet. She's not going to tell anybody. She's going to say,
You realize this only because there is some somewhat fresh blood in some of them.
okay.
Oh,
She's going to say, Koshano, who is the other person?
He's going to point to the picture on the table
What's the picture?
I look at it.
of a younger Koshano and a young woman.
Hmm.
That is Ishvala. She's the one that the hag in the woods reminded me of. It could have been either of them, honestly, at this point. I haven't seen her in a long time.
Is she good? Bad? What's?
I'm not sure anymore.
Oh, dear.
We met at it was a guild's foreman party, so a little easier to blend in. We were both there running our own little scams and mistakenly chose each other. It was kind of adorable. And we spent years together. She was the second person I ever showed this place to, and we found it quite a safe, cozy home when things got a little hot. And then one day we went to an event. She was running a honeypot. I was running backup and lookouts, gathering information, that sort of thing. She chose a mark I wasn't quite feeling too good about, but not like I could ever talk her out of anything anyways. And I left for a moment to relieve myself. When I returned, they were both gone. About 2 weeks later, she shows up here. Some sort of madness over her, trying to convince me to join her in some sort of power she'd found. She wouldn't say who or what. I tried to stop her. She threw me straight into that wall there. And that was the last I saw her.
Koshano. And she Gilletta walks over to the wall where it's scratched into the wall, and she she points to it and she says, "Look, this is recent. There's fresh blood. This has been within the past few days."
Yeah. We should probably go. He's going to put the brick back.
All right.
He's going to start to reach for the picture, but then decide probably best not to disturb anything.
All right.
And just leave it behind.
All right.
Lilith is going to go and put a hand on his shoulder.
We should go. And he's going to go over to the ledge and lean out and tug on the rope.
The slow rise out of the yawning portal. And after that, it is a long walk in the evening back to the guest house. The party gathers their things, heads back to the dock, gets on their boat, and leaves Waterdeep behind them. And as the sun sets on Waterdeep, as you travel along the river, moving upwards towards Avalon Knights Academy. What are you saying, Redan?
There's a couple things I wanted to do while they were doing that, but
Okay.
it can wait. It's not a big deal.
Oh no, you can hit me. I'm just going to hit you with the epilogue here. What are you doing?
Side story.
I wanted to go and see Owen Stone really quickly and ask about Og and Bog, those hill giants. See if he could come up with a little package for me.
All right. What would you like me to do?
I was told that Og and Bog have information about a relic from an old hill giant. I'm curious if you could find information about where I can find them or ways to convince them to help.
Og and Bog tend to roam the Desserin Valley. If you put out enough food and easy supplies, they'll usually find you.
Do you know anything else that I would need to know about from them?
Be patient. They're hill giants.
I understand. Thank you.
No problem.
And then just one more thing. He'd like to go back to Barthas and see if he can find a chain or something to make sure that this maul doesn't fall off his hands.
Barthas has lots of weapon chains. He can hook you up with one for 10 gold pieces.
That is solid. Is it the
It's-
best one he's got?
It is a hefty piece of chain.
Done.
All right.
Oh, and also when we stop by the house, Koshano's going to jot out a note to Mr. Allsmith, head of the Carpenters Guild, saying, so sorry, we didn't get a chance to meet you the other night. I did have the pleasure of meeting your lovely daughter and was hoping that we'd get to chat, but unfortunately our business is taking us out of town. We are in great need of a carpenter at the Avalon Knights Academy. We would be most appreciative if you could send a journeyman up our way. We will, of course, house and board them and pay them adequately. Signed, Koshano the Quick of the Mercenaries of Mischief of the Avalon Knights Academy of near Golden Fields.
Excellent. All right.
Have the servants deliver it.
So as the party sails out of Waterdeep, we return back to a dark room with a single light and a bound mage. As Owen Stone walks into the room and addresses the mage directly, the mage says, "Others will come. We'll get it back." Owen produces a hooked knife from his jacket. and says, "No, you won't." Tilts the guy's head back, cuts his throat.
Brutality.
And then pulls a white handkerchief out from his coat and wipes off the knife and says, "Dispose of the body." Leaves the room. In a darkened alleyway somewhere in the castle ward, a tabaxi male traveling with two women stands at attention. A man approaches them. Said, "You have done good work." Even though they escaped, the message was sent. Amber mist. And they visibly relax, shaking their heads. The man walks away, and they go about their normal business. The tabaxi produces his violin and begins to play a tune as the women begin to dance around him. Koshano the Sharp, and another woman, looking much older than the woman in the photograph. And that's where we will end today's session.
That is a damn good hook.
Lip plop. She thickens.
This
Well played.
was good.
Oh, my girl is back.
By the way, as we're sailing away, Lilith would like to sit down next to Koshano and hand the drink back. Like, I think you'll need this more than me.
Oh,
If
shit.
you want. If you want. Just an offer.
Koshano says, "That's not the time for that." And he opens this bottle of the finest elven wine you have ever seen.
Oh.
I was saving
Elven
this
wine?
for a special
What?
occasion, but
All right.
Now seems like a pretty damn good time.
good a time as any.
So you guys have a little drinking party on your ride home.
Oh, yeah.
We live after seeing a Tarask, you guys.
If it's elven wine, you mean the Tarask?
Did
No,
anyone
if it's
did anyone recognize Koshano the Sharp in the since Jobetta has met her? Did either of us recognize her?
They didn't really get a good glimpse of her. You noticed that one of the women had cat ears.
Okay.
I knew that
Fuck,
Koshano
dude.
was freaking I'm so,
Stories
can I just say,
unraveling.
like, it's not even happened yet, but I'm already so excited for when we get to, like, my backstory because,
Oh,
like,
yeah, no, look, and that's coming next. Everybody gets a turn in the barrel, and the Waterdeep was going to be the Koshano portion of things.
oh, yeah. Well,
Oh God!
no,
You guys
dude, like,
do not even know fucking how much is. Oh, God.
I just want everybody to know, audience included, as soon as, because Koshano the Sharp worships Salune, so as soon as Jobetta finds out that she's been doing some shady shit, she's gonna fucking have words with her.
There's a connection.
I don't even.
Oh yes, there's stuff happening.
You don't worship Salune and be a bitch. No.
All right. So thanks so much, everyone, for joining us for another exciting session of Mercs of Mischief.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We check out everybody's stuff. Everybody, talk about your projects. Fuck, dude.
Okay, so be sure to check out Lilith's lovely artwork on Bellamy Mail or Pretty Comics in Facebook.
Wait, before I
Sure.
forget, Puck, we had a question from a viewer, Uncle Kariko. I didn't want to interrupt.
Yes, I had seen that.
yeah.
Uncle Kakarot.
Uncle Goku.
Come on. Uncle Kakarot. Come on. By his proper Saiyan name. No, not everyone has two-weapon fighting, but you can kind of get the two-weapon feat. It works on a kind of disadvantaged or reduced bonus for the second weapon. So I guess technically everybody has it, but not everybody can do it effectively.
Yeah.
So yes and no.
So,
As
but
with,
if it
with
showed
most
up on-
things in D&D.
But if it showed up on their sheet, it means that they have it for some
Yeah, if
other-
it shows up on the sheet, you have it. Everybody is capable of it, but there are certain rules and regulations. I have to look at the sheet.
Gotta be honest with you.
Yeah.
All
Like
right,
I
so-
usually use bonus
um,
actions for my bonus action spells. Like
Yeah, it's got intense, but I did want to mention to our viewers that we have some crazy awesome stuff coming out. Everybody on the team from both shows has been working on some really cool things. I don't want to give any spoilers, but if you want spoilers, You can join our Discord.
Or hop on
go-
our Facebook group.
or hop on our
Check
Facebook.
us out on YouTube.
Or go
But-
follow Melissa's Facebook. You'll get some clues as to stuff that's happening.
Or follow us on Twitter at Avalon Knights.
And as always, don't be afraid to give us a follow here. If you want
Absolutely.
to catch us when we're going live.
And we'll see you all next time.
I
Until
need to
then,
know what happens.
class
Yeah.
dismissed.